I think we should be back now if the delay didn't trigger. Yeah, I think we're live. Perfect. Excellent. So we're back. I think I might just play this deck in ranked because I wanted to do it today. I really wanted to play this fucking deck today, so fuck it. We'll just do it in actual ranked, not eternal ranked, because for some fucking reason it doesn't exist. Ooh, I need to remake it though. I need to remake Sandstrike so that it's eternal format. I'm not actually sure which cards need to be taken out for eternal. I think Quicksand is one of them for sure. Other than that, wait, why is it eternal? Standard. Oh, Absolver, right. Absolver, Hexcore, Unraveled, Aloof Travelers. Oh, Quicksand shouldn't be in here. I included it in the other one in case there were some big blowout turns, but I think this should actually be put back in for sure. All the draw. As much draw as we can actually manufacture, because we did lose some cards to this. This is the Akshan version. I think I'm just gonna run with the Akshan version real quick. 3 Justice Riders is funny, but I'm not exactly sure if it's what we need. I could also attempt to take out the Akshan and just put in Renekton to test that out to see how it feels a little bit more. But I think let's throw in Veteran Investigator. We could do Vagabond just for targeting, but I think it's just... Oh, no, we do have Akshan this time, so I can put in Vagabond a little bit more easily. Though I think, yeah, I think spells are the way to go here. In which case, we want the cheap ones, I think. I think more cheap spells to actually get the Peddlers, which I just realized we don't have the Peddlers in, because when I first made this deck, it wasn't a card that existed in the game, so let's pop those in. Yes, Peddlers are in, Akshan is in. We don't need Predict, because I did initially make a version of this deck that actually had Secret Keepers in it, but the Secret Keepers are unfortunately, I think, just like too far away from what this deck is supposed to do, that it's not the most helpful. High Note is probably actually not a terrible card here, because as long as we have damage and we have spells, we should be fine. I was also debating between like between the like 2 glaives versus 3 glaives. I think the 2 glaives is potentially better. I know that some of the Akshan versions do have 3 in there, but whatchamacallit? 3 glaives, I don't know. I kept top decking them when I didn't need them. I got very scarred by like one experience of top decking way too many glaives, and then just like dropped it. I dropped one because I just couldn't get the rest done. There's LeBlanc Ash. LeBlanc Ash. I mean, I need to be able to kill LeBlanc, so I'm actually going to hold the Piltover Peacemaker, I think. Predict is fine. We go, I think, straight into the Akshan, or no, we bank mana because we have the Glaive in hand, and putting the Glaive on a champion or the Sting Officer is very fancy. I don't really need to predict. We've got one in our opening hand. I think we do prioritize landmarks as much as I want to start the flash bomb shit going. But let's do this. They might have... This is standard. They don't have Troll Chant. They might have a Frostbite, but even then, it's not going to be particularly relevant for the 1-1. Yeah, they're still going to get a strike. So to say Ash Akshan, and so far Ashshan feels weird. Akash? Aksh? That doesn't work. It really doesn't work, actually. I'm trying it and it doesn't work. What are we doing? I'm gonna Forsaken Bakaya and then slap a glaive on our boy. Flash Bomb Peddler is here! Fuck yeah. I'm gonna glaive up. We're just gonna do a nice glaive up there. And then I think we're gonna open attack. We don't have great spells right now, so I think this is the answer to my struggles. Hopefully they don't have a phrase on the 4-3. If they do, we shall recover, I think. Phrase on the 4-3. Yep, that makes sense. Can't really avoid him dying. So I think now it's a Flash Bomb Peddler. and we wait. We just lie and wait and hope that this can actually survive long enough. The other conflict that I'm running into with this deck is that if I have a lot of the Shurima Strike stuff, it doesn't actually proc the Peddler as often as like the flash, what are the words? The PNZ Burst Speed Seraphine style of cards do, which I think work better for the concept of the Flash Bomb Peddler in PNZ. So that's kind of annoying. It's not the worst though. That will Frostbite the strongest. So I could make that. No, yeah, this is always unfortunately going to be the strongest. Could Piltover Peacemaker something, and then hold the 2-1, which I think might be better, because if the Ash goes, we will have potentially something to block her with, and I'm taking a ridiculous amount of damage, but hopefully it's fine. Here to Help is 3 mana? 2 mana? How much is Here to Help again? The Poro card with the Poros on it? It's a very cute card. Okay, so Ash is dead. We've got 3 Flash Bombs. We're making more. We don't have the benefit of Hexcore Foundry, unfortunately. I can't Siphoning Strike anything, probably. So I think I'm just gonna put the Glaive on the lady. I could have put the Glaive on the Sting Officer, which might have been better, especially in the face of the Frostcoat. So forget I did anything whatsoever, except I can still do this. I can still do that and count down my landmark, because I don't think they have a way of buffing the 3/3 here. So if the Justice Rider needs to carry, the Justice Rider shall carry. Let's do a lucky find on this. We're looking at Fearsome Spell Shield. Oh, fuck yeah, Spell Shield. So there's that. There's this. Let's predict and draw. We're getting Time Trick, Insider Knowledge, and a Grappling Hook. I think Time Trick potentially, so that we can cast another spell with the Flash Bomb Peddler on board. No attacks for me, thank you very kindly. But I think we can get there potentially. 1 on the Frostcoat. We've got Piltover Peacemaker. There's a Yeti man. You know the Yeti guys, as you do. I could do this. I could be a fucking Ultra Chad and try to kill the Frostcoat mother. Are we dead if I fail? So we would block the 3/3, we would block the 5/5 with that, and we would be taking 8 to the face. So we wouldn't be dead if this fails unless they have another unit. And I really would like to try and get rid of the 8/5 with Overwhelm if we can. This is protected. I wish I had Piltover Peacemaker. We don't need Piltover Peacemaker apparently because they run 0 buffs. I guess Freljord did get gutted of a lot of its utility, but that's kind of fucking funny. LeBlanc is around. That's fine. We're going to buff this again, I think. Challenger Overwhelm +1/+1 is looking okay, I think. I do actually think I want another blocker just to be super safe here. We have a 6/6. I don't know how bold they're going to be with attacking in with the LeBlanc unless they have a way to buff her power, which is I'm not sure that they do. Or I'm not sure that they have a great way of increasing her power. They are going in, though. They're not. Ooh, how afraid are they of the 6/6? I mean, I would prefer not have to block with a 6/6 if I can help it. I think they're afraid. I think they're worried about her. We are, I think, just going to block like this and take the 5 and let the LeBlanc begin to look at the level. I could have been aggressive and block the LeBlanc. I just don't think that's the right choice, especially considering we have a Piltover Peacemaker actually just kind of sitting in hand right now. Let's take +0/+2 at this point. The 6 power should be perfectly fine for the rest. Also, there's a chance that we can kill her with flash bombs as well. That's a bloody business. That is a bloody business that doesn't resolve and just pops the spell shield. Ashashimal. Or something. I don't know. There's a Caitlyn that's been buffed. That's exciting. There's a flash bomb on our lady in question, which is fantastic, actually. I think... What do we want to do here? I'd like to try and get rid of that, I believe. And then time trick into something else, potentially. Like the Shaka Khan song? I don't know the rhythm to that one. but I'll just keep saying until it works. That's the strategy, right? Swinging Glaive is here. Forsaken Bakai is here. Grappling Hook is here. Unfortunately, I haven't targeted the 6-5 this turn, and I can't really do that without it dying, which really sucks. Could go with a Glaive on something else. I could go with the Glaive on our Peddler Boy. I think I'll take the Forsaken Bakai, though, just to have a blocker, because if I do have to block with the Justice Rider, it'll be unfortunate, but there we go. Mystic Shot is a handy card, as is Karina, the Mastermind. I think I'm gonna take Karina Mastermind. That's a lot of Yetis, and I would appreciate it if you had like 2 less Yetis. Just 2. You can have other Yetis, but those 2 in particular are kind of fucking me up right now. Thank you for evenly distributing across the board and therefore not really doing much. We, I think, do need to block all of it if we can. We do have a Caitlyn with a Glaive and a Grappling Hook, which should be, I think, pretty solid. If we can get it. I think we can, hopefully. She's also, yeah, she's gonna be a 6/6 natively, because of the siphoning that we cast earlier. And a 6/6 is pretty good. They can't bloody business that right now without having to use also another buff spell. Really, really keen on the buff spell thing. There's 4. There's 1. Okay, wonderful. Absolutely fucking fantastic. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do Overwhelm. It has a quick attack already. 7 flash bombs. We could also just try to fucking eliminate the board right now. I think I'm gonna go with eliminating the board by doing a Glaive. It did just top deck a lot though, so again, looking at the Mastermind, but I think I'm gonna Glaive and see if that works. Because I would like to get as many flash bombs as possible before we actually do pop the big Karina. This potentially runs into a Frostbite, so I think I'm just gonna take the round end actually and swing with her because she's safe from a lot of damage. That also level stacked in quite a nice way, an excellent fashion. Can straight up remove whatever blocks if we need to. So yeah, if there's a Harsh Winds, first of all, she doesn't die, and second of all, I can also just kind of kill that. Karina, I could also plant with the Karina. That's not a horrible idea. Really wish that I had the strike though, just even for 1 lucky find proc. Don't quite have it. Yeah, let's go with the Karina. Boop. 7 flash bombs. That might kill the 4-2 there. That's an Ash. Ooh, do I plant here? That's gonna level next turn, which means it's gonna almost kill me. It's going to almost kill me. I think let's... Ooh, activate all top 5. They haven't been shuffling and there's 7 somewhere. I have to cast it. I have to cast it, unfortunately. I think we're gonna go...
The answer's there. You'll find it.
With the Blossom. Because it's still +5 on top of 7. So we have 12 somewhere in the top 8-ish, generally speaking. I guess they could have multiple Frostbites in hand. They strike each other? Wait, what? That doesn't counter the... That doesn't counter the... What? That doesn't... Wait, that doesn't counter... What the fuck was that? What did I just witness? I don't actually know. I have no concept of what that actually fucking was. Do they have 2 ashes in hand? Is it a 2 ash scenario that they're thinking about in life? I don't know, but I'm gonna just hit that with a Mystic Shot and call it a day. I could have, I think, if I target the Caitlyn with the Mystic Shot, can I actually get a thing out of it? Okay, that's fine. I still have a Caitlyn, you realize. I still have a champion. What the fuck? I don't know. We're not gonna ask too many questions because I can also still just attack here. That's 4 also, which is a nice healthy number, I think. Could Sting Officer to see what they have, because that doesn't have Overwhelm, so even if they somehow rally again, it's not really a humongous issue. All right, let's go. It might die here to a single freeze. Is it dead to a single freeze? It is dead to a single goddamn fucking freeze. It's fine. We can glaive the 2-1 and do something with that. They're gonna find an Ash eventually, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do. God damn, this is not how the flash bombs are exactly supposed to work, but they're doing something. I dare say we can call it something. Spell shield, great. It's time for the elusive beatdown in the Akshan Caitlyn deck, I guess. What the fuck? Why did they lose their Ash? I'm still mind-boggled by the fact that they just freely lost the Ash for some reason. We're gonna plant because there's no units on the board, and now we have 2 blockers, which is fantastic. 9 on the open, 9 flash bombs on the top. Let's keep going. Let's eventually find a Caitlyn. I can grapple something. That's wonderful. Let's actually buff Karina here, I think, because that's exciting. Spell shield. Yeah, don't touch my units fucking ever. Harsh Winds is no longer a card! Hypothetically. Why? Why does the LeBlanc Ash do? I have so many questions. I don't care. I'm about to really not care about that 6-2, I think. There's a LeBlanc! Interesting. Interesting. I unfortunately do kind of have to think about LeBlanc here, but I can still block, and she's not gonna witness a shitload of damage. Did you know elusives? I did not know elusives. But look, we're up against the elusives as we speak, and I am going to block with my lovely spell shielded Karina, because I can, apparently. There's still 7 flash bombs in there somewhere. I can hopefully grappling the Sting Officer next turn. Slowly but surely, we kill LeBlanc. Beautiful. Let's time trick if we can find a Caitlyn or something. Flash Bomb Peddler and a Mystic Shot. Those are not actually quite enough to get me to be able to win. The Mystic Shot is close. We top deck the Mystic Shot anyway. Let's just hit face and then hope that we can hit face one more time. So there's a Frostbite. And there's a Frostbite. Good to know that there were so many Frostbites. Okay, I still have the Mystic Shot. I do not get the Glaive. That's unfortunate. Well, that's a thing. That's an Anaka. Anaka may be doom and destruction. Anaka may be doom and destruction. You fucking lucky piece of shit over there. That's a 6/7. That's an Avarosan Hearthguard. I need to be able to kill it, and unfortunately I can't because they high rolled. Because they fucking high rolled. Damn it. Fucking Anaka. Absolutely goddamn fucking Anaka. 18 cards left and they ran into goddamn Anaka. 5 turns in a row? They actually didn't high roll with the flash freezes in hand, but they had everything else apparently. I'm still fucking gonna clown on them for killing Ash for no reason. I still think they suicided their Ash for basically nothing. Because they could have leveled her on the next turn just on the open attack. Today is a pretty cursed day for cards. I've been having astronomically bad luck with cards, as is Glass today. That's, what is it? Senna Nasus. Okay, I just need to hit you with stuff and we'll be fine. I just need to hit you with things and we'll be okay. I have an opportunity to find a lot of things that do hit eventually. Cursed indeed. Yes, indeed. Let me get a Bakai. Let me get my little teeny tiny rat. Unless you don't cast anything, in which case I will save my teeny tiny rats. For the Swinging Glaive cast later on in the season. You know, the season of the turns here. You got to stop playing so much Tryndamere. Glass is really trying to keep the Freljord alive. He's out there with a little fire in the middle of the Freljord, freezing his ass off, just like, I can make this work, I promise. I'm gonna actually cast a Bakai because I don't wish to take the 3-1 damage. Akshan is not so bad. I'll take an Akshan. That means we do have a couple of distributed champions here, which is a little bit nice. Gonna pass the turn. They don't have Kindred. It's not a Kindred Nasus. Why not healing? Good questions, good questions. I don't know why no healing, but it'd be nice if they put the healing back where it belonged, honestly. Stop that. Stop that very politely and stop. Cease. No. Cease. Cease. Quietus. Quietus also bad. Please cease anyway. Quietus also very terrible. I actually do want to glaive the Caitlyn, not the Akshan, so I'm gonna let this pass, as much as that is a little annoying, because they can still kill him right here. They can't kill the Caitlyn super easily, and she will become a 4 something. Yeah, they have that, of course. Could have glaved. I'm hoping that they have fewer resources to deal with this in their hand right the fuck now. That's a desert duel. I like a good desert duel. I like a good duel in the sands where everybody's dehydrated and for some reason there's also a sandstorm happening. You know, the best place for a desert duel. 6 mana. They can also just straight up Vengeance, of course. I think if I cast a glaive on it, they will just invest resources into removal. That is an eradication. Unfortunate. It's an expensive one, but still very unfortunate. I'm going to Bakai and then see what else we can find here. Desert Duel, Sting Officer, and Insider Knowledge is actually none of that is what I'm really looking for here. I'm gonna put the glaive on the dude just because I can and makes him a 4/2. And we need some targeting happening up on this motherfucker. Eradication to get rid of a Caitlyn is pretty neat. I think, is Shape Stone still a card? I know that Absolver got rotated. Did Shape Stone also get rotated? I hope not. I think it did though. I think it did just because I haven't seen it really, which is a kind of unfortunate. I mean, we'll do the glaive thing on the rat if I need to. I might need to apparent. Oh, get fucked, Senna. Bye. You're being beaten by a rat. I'm never gonna stop calling this thing a fucking satisfying ass rat, because it is. It is the most satisfying rat to have ever existed. Let's also give it quick attack, because why not? We can get this landmark down next turn, I think. Where is the heal pony? Always run the heal. Always run a heal pony. Take 4 rat damage. Thank you for taking the rat damage. That's the Nasus. That is a much larger rat, and I think that's just kind of rude for you to have it. Let's see what we can get off of this Lucky Find after we cast the Peddler, because there's actually a chance that I could Quicksand Desert Duel it, depending on what this buff is. None of those are the correct buff, unfortunately. Unfortunately, none of those are the correct buff. -2 and 2 damage. I needed a +1 so that it'd be 3 damage to the Nasus's face, but unfortunately it is not. Tatsigi! Welcome back, by the way. They were good games, yeah. I lost again, but they were fun. Went up against such a Gwendarius that I just was not prepared for. 2 a 6. I mean, we're not getting that super easily, but we do have this Relic of Power. We could also just pass the turn here, which is a bit of a powerful option to offer me. But we need to cast this Relic. There's no way that we can't cast the Relic, unfortunately. As much as I would desperately love to. We could try taking a Mystic Shot or something like that, or just take another fucking rat. I think let's take the Mystic Shot though, because I'm looking at a good amount of damage potential coming out in a moment. I'm gonna pass here and see what they do. I did meme pretty hard. I had the Zoe Victor, I had a Yasuo Anivia deck, and I had that's unfortunate. Yeah, okay, so they have a Darkness, they have an incoming Nasus. Do I bother? Is there anything else I can do? Not really. So we let that go. The Nasus is an 8/8. Atrocity is not in standard. so I don't need to think about that. I have 4 damage to it off the bat. Does 4 damage do anything? Still no, because I'm still short on being able to kill it with the Flash Bomb Peddler. I aggro placing him against Samira Fizz like twice, and you're like, back to back the champions! Samira Fizz is such a brutal deck. You just watch a Fizz basically just walk all over it, and it's like, I didn't sign up for this. I distinctly did not sign up for this bullshit. Please stop. That's still 5 damage to my face, but it's better than before, so I'll take the 5/8 to the face. Yeah, glaive on the peddler instead of the sting officer was a mistake. I should have put in the sting officer here. We also don't have the Akshan to give us that additional landmark, which very much does suck. Ooh, it's down to a 9/7 now, so I might be able to kill the Nasus with a lot of fucking effort. With like arguably too much effort, I could maybe kill the Nasus here. Depends on what they cast, and also if they have a Rite of fucking Negation. Please don't have a Rite of fucking Negation. That's the full name of the card. It's like also when they have like a fucking deny. It's the same shit. Stop that. Stop that! Also cease and desist. I get all of the procs from this, which is exciting. When do you go down to a 12/4? Yeah, still can't remove it because they're siphoning striking it. And I have kind of nothing else. I do have the glaive to block. I have a glaive to block. But look, I'm casting three flash booms on the top 8. Which is unfortunately not as concentrated as you would like. There's 7 in there. I need 4 to hit next turn, assuming this even works. And there's no Rite of Negation coming down. This Desert Duel, I really needed the rat to be able to do it. And apparently they were so upset about me killing the Senna that the Nasus continues to get vengeance upon her. For her? Give for her. Not upon her. We already wrought vengeance upon the Senna. I'm losing my mind, guys. I don't know what's going on anymore. Also, if they would like to eventually resolve the turn, that would be nice. Shrimano, would you like to resolve a turn? A vengeance upon the for her, you understood? I'm glad you understood, yes. Enemy is tilted. Enemy is a little tilted, but also their Nasus like still isn't fucking dying, so I'm not really sure what the problem here is. I do understand the tilt though. Everybody's gotta love a good little moment of tilt there, huh? Okay, great. Okay, great. All right, great. That's 9-1. The fact is a 9-1. Berserk, hello and welcome back. How is it going? I will slap it on my dude that it should have gone on the first time, but now it's on the dude correctly. Now it's on the 4-2 dude, and they're 9 flash bombs. Now Desert Duel. No, thank you, class. I don't want to suicide into the Nasus. I would like to live into the Nasus. I want to live into the doggo. Come on, doggo, eat 4 bombs. That's 1 bomb. That's insufficient bombing. Tragedies. I do have a strike potentially to smack it quite rudely into the ground. Now I will win if I Desert Duel. Glass, thank you for your feedback. Also, if they pass the turn, I'll take it. What the fuck is happening? I don't know, but I'm gonna top deck something. We find a hideout. We find 2 on the Nasus. We're gonna kill a Nasus, I think, eventually, one day. One day we're gonna kill a Nasus. Maybe it's today. DC WinCon? Oh yeah, the good old, I disconnected their Ethernet port personally, WinCon. I found them, I found where they lived, I disconnected their computer, and we went from there. I see that you would like to block with a Nasus. I think you are mistaken. I don't want to deal 2. I just want to deal I don't want to deal the 1. I just want to deal the 2 damage to the Nasus, okay? If they top decked a Rite of Negation, so be it. Is that a Rite of fucking Negation? It is a Rite of Negation. Why? Why? You want a DC and you... Okay, so they're BMing me. They were never really disconnected. I'd be willing to bet you $1,000. They were just kind of sitting there waiting to BM me until I made a mistake. 1,000% would be willing to bet that's what they did. They were doing. Please kill the Nasus! Oh, he couldn't kill the Nasus. We got so close to killing the Nasus, but still couldn't do it. Still couldn't do it. Now you give me a Shen emote? No, motherfucker. You roped me. You do not get a Shen emote. Fuck off out of my queue. Let's try that again, though. Let's try that again. It's so close to working. It's so... The irritating part is it's so close to working. And there's still... Did I put in 2 counter spells or 1 counter spell? There are actually no... That's a mistake. Excuse me? I need to put in Rite of Negations to be an annoying little motherfucker. Because that's what we need to be, apparently. A little annoying piece of shit. Never lucky. Traps need to be top 5. They really should be top 5. It would be strong, but that's what the flash bombs potentially need. The deck archetype needs a boost. 1 or 2 more support cards. Or they could make Justice Rider good. Or they could make everybody's favorite 3/5 a good card. And not a card that is just like, ow, I have to pay this much mana for you? I have to pay that much mana? I think a couple people were talking to Discord earlier about what is the buff to the Justice Rider, and it might just be it has very good stats. It's just it doesn't do enough. It needs to plant, I think, 2 or 3 every time it does something instead of the dinky just 1 per draw. Like it needs to do more. 1/2 glaive? I think 1/2 glaive. Unless we top deck a champ right now, which we do not. So here we go with our overpowered Rattus. Are you Ratty McRattus? They should make an expansion with cards exclusive to dual regions. I'd also be down for that, for sure. We do find the Caitlyn on the top, so that's exciting. They do not eat the 2/1, which is also fine. We're gonna cast a Sting Officer. It's the coral creatures that doesn't block the 2/1. I don't want to give them coins, but we're going to inevitably anyway. They're done with dual region at the OG Bandle release. Such a fun space they are ignoring. Yeah, kinda. The Bandle was like, here, this is a thing, and then Runeterra Champion's here a thing, and it's just like, this is all fine. But what am I doing with it in particular? Right.
News from the Undercity shift.
Get excited. Not a concern right now. I have a 3/3. Do not kill her. She's very important to my strategy and my feelings. Also my feelings. We're gonna slap a glaive on it real quick. And hope that you cannot burn it down right the fuck now with like 2 mystic shots or a high note and a mystic shot or literally so many of the terrible combos that could be emerging right now. We have 2 in there, but they are also shuffling the deck, which is a bit of a fuck. Let's go with the Caitlyn here. Let's get that lucky find and hopefully use it to great effect on our soon to find a Desert Duel Caitlyn. Now I actually do really need a Desert Duel if we can find it. That's not gonna make... Okay, that's 1 Mystic Shot. Understandable. Have a nice day. We're gonna now buff it again anyway. Clock Elusive is a good card. It is a very good card, actually. I initially saw the cost and I was like, who wants to run a 4 mana 2/2? And then it was like, it does also draw, and it also discounts, and also it's an elusive, and also it just looks amazing. Fucking Clockling got a glow up over here. Alright, flash bombs. Ugh, right, because of predicting. We did get the Desert Duel. I did call for it, and it did show up in my hand. So I might be able to smack that 2/2 out of the way. That is... fine. I think that's actually kind of fine. You're not gonna be running cards like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna just try to take this out, I think. Give it a -2, give it the old Caitlyn treatment. Hopefully they cannot have a lot of more burn because they already wasted a Mystic Shot for some fucking goddamn reason. Yay! Okay, more bombs. Lucky find. Okie dokie. I don't actually care. You can deal the 3 damage to my face. we're now gonna do this. Spell shield, spell shield, spell shield! I'll give it an O plus O plus 2, because I don't think they have hard removal there. Peddler being on the field would also be super helpful right now, but we did not top deck the Peddler. So right now we're just focusing on our lady. We're gotta be mindful of the BB. That's true. But until they cast it, I think I'm just gonna have Time Trick to hopefully find another grappling hook or something like that. Hi, Caitlin. You're appreciated. Okay, kill that. Hurt the 1/2. They make a coin. Jack is nowhere near leveling yet. The Seraphine is also not quite there. Could have cast a Justice Rider first. That is a Hank Splitterator. That is a counter spell. So no thank you very much. This stays on the board. If I can fucking help it. They just regularly run Hex Splitterator, right? I think so. So let's buff the Caitlyn and slam the Justice Rider. Mushroom Cloud made by the Coral Creatures. You don't have traps. I'm the one who runs the traps. It's me. I am the person. Yes. I speak English also sometimes. Sometimes I also speak English, in case you can't believe that. 3/5. I mean, these are chunky units by this point. They're pretty chunky. No worry about Brash from us at the moment. Puffcap hit because, of course, we had a Puffcap off the top. Let's see. Right now we're dealing 8 plus whatever triggers, if we can find 3, of course. There's a drum solo. Your planting is you draw, which is exciting. There's 2. We need 1 more. There's that. Let's see if we can't get that out of the fucking way right now. I mean, we can get rid of it in the future for sure. That's another puff cap, whatever. But right now we are going to go like so. Bye! Yeah, High Note was a much better inclusion in here. So they get a K, and they get 2 things, and they have a line 'em up, which deals 4 to anything. So they're still not killing any of my champions, or my Nexus here, and they lose the powder keg if they do that. So they're trying to get rid of Caitlyn. I don't think they'll be able to before the next attack. There that goes. She's still a 5/3. We're getting the grappling hook so we can buffer with the thingy, or, oh, beyond the grappling hook, we're getting Karina. Okay. That is a level Caitlyn. So she's also dealing an additional ping to face.
I aim to win, and my aim is excellent.
There we go. Let's do this. 10 damage, yeah. Could have also ripped the Insider Knowledge beforehand, potentially. We can still actually go with the Insider Knowledge depending on what they do here. If they find another Hex Splitterator, of course, we are kind of, unfortunately, just gonna have to eat that shit. Formula is not a Hex Splitterator, though, and right now they are just increasing the amount of damage they are taking to phase by a lot. That was a wonderful series of draws. Please continue drawing like your life depends on it, because that was fantastic. I'm actually going to give you more cards in the name of potentially me killing you in a turn. Have some more cards. I heard you wanted to draw. Would you like to draw some more?
Examining the evidence.
A time trick, great. Forsaken Bakai, all right. Predicted the stuff. 1. That's basically an extra Mystic Shot right there. They are down to 3 fucking HP. Fucking excellent. What is that card? That is an Aftershock. You realize that's insufficient to kill her, right? Okay. We're gonna buffer again. Spell Shield! Let's fucking do it. I think let's also try and find some damage. Flash Bomb Peddler is nice. Sting Officer is very direct, though. Sting Officer is a very direct, like, you must remove this to live. Let's also go with, I think, go with Bakai, because we're still waiting for that other turn to resolve. At this point, I'll actually just fucking take... Akshan's kind of behind. Akshan's kind of fucking behind. That might be a skip. I think that might be a skip. Okay, 13 flash bombs on the top. Caitlyn literally just has to hit like once or twice and we'll be great. We do have Desert Duel, which is just more damage. Fuck yeah. And also Karina. We can Karina Desert Duel right now. Which I think is basically what we do in the face of pretty much anything that's about to happen to us. Seraphina's coming down. Seraphina's going to get hit by stuff. Audio Man 3000, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the madness, and I hope you're enjoying your time here for sure. I could also, I'm just gonna pop all of the flash bombs. It might be low because they have been shuffling, but right now we've also just been planting without them predicting. So I think this should hit a good number of targets at the moment. They can't counter it, so it should work. That is a Caustic Rift, which is fair and understandable. We still have a couple of units to open swing with if they don't find another one. 7 on the Seraphine. That is a dead fucking Seraphine right there. And right now we have a pretty open field. No Caitlyn. That is terrible. I don't know how much it matters if we just have the open attack. We still have to think about that. I should have struck it down instead of casting the 2-1. That was a mistake that might cost me the game, actually. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully they can't ping everything down right now. They might be able to shit out enough spells, though. I should have killed the BB and I didn't. They was even mentioned and I completely ignored it again. They kill the 2-1, we're fine. They kill the 3-3, we lose, which is the unfortunate part here. They need, I think, a lot of the spells that they've already cast, but 2 on the stack is terrible because that's enough for Make It Rain to wipe the board. Akshan Glaive is a possibility into the Desert Duel or the Grappling Hook, so I might be able to get rid of her this turn regardless, especially if they use a lot of mana here, so there's nothing left for this at the end. So that's, oh, I mean, that's also just her dead. Oh, because they can't kill Karina. They can't kill Karina, so that's 2 Mirais out of the way, quite literally. That's a 3rd Coil Creatures. Let's go with, I think we just go with this guy and then just hope that the targeting might be enough. I can only do one thing after the Desert Duel or the other shit. I think let's still go with this. Excuse me. I think let's get that and get a buff. Yeah, no, I should have gone for the BB and then we would have had an open attack. That was my mistake. So hit that, buff this, get that on the 4-3. Spell shield is okay. I actually think I might want the +2/+0 here. 6-3 into a 4-5. They have 1 mana. 14 flash bombs are still remaining, so they're going to continue top decking a decent number. They top decked 3, so if I cast the Caitlyn and she is allowed to do anything, we win. If we cast the Caitlyn and she's allowed to do anything, we win. So they have to be very careful. They have to remove her, basically. I'm curious if they know that. And right now, it looks like they might not. 2 mana with a Seraphine on board. Is the High Note new? I think the High Note would be new. I think I've been casting High Notes, not my opponent. Mystic Shot has been cast for sure from them, as well as the Caustic Rift. So I think they might be shit out of luck at 2 mana with a 4 HP unit. I think they might just lose to the Caitlyn Strike anyway. That's a here to, that doesn't matter. The here to help doesn't matter. Yeah, we got it anyway. The top deck pulled me out of my own disaster. Fuck yes, we got it. Okay. Now this deck is fucking fun. This is currently my favorite Ruby Goldberg machine. This is my favorite Ruby Goldberg machine. And also it's just Caitlyn wins, which is so fucking satisfying. I feel like because Teemo Caitlyn made it into the meta, I am now like, I must find the alternate Caitlyn outline, the Caitlyn lines. And this one is going all right. I think I actually should try the Renekton version in Ranked a little bit to clean that one up. The only real difference is that I put in Ruthless Predators for the Renekton to help him out a little bit, and I think one Rockhopper at the expense of losing, I believe, a couple of the Forsaken Bakais. But I don't know if the rat loss is too big. It is super helpful, though. It has been helpful multiple times. So I think the rat should probably stay. Speaking of the rat, I would really love the rat. We're looking at Fizz Samira. It looks like they're on a pro team and they've never played Fizz before, really. I don't know if I can prey on that. I don't think I can, but we do have the option to start. So hopefully the landmarking shall begin earlier rather than later. Okie dokie. Come on, Akshan friend. Help me out here.
Don't want to die? Don't do terrible.
So, All Out's a card. It's +2/+2. They're not going to cast it this turn. Unless they are very strange. There's... Pirouette? I guess? Oh, fucking Heavy Metal. I always forget that that's a card from Bilgewater. I always fucking forget the Heavy Metal every single fucking goddamn time. Why do I keep forgetting that one? I need to remember that it's a card. Basically, it's the same for Quietus. Whenever I'm worried about Quietus on the auction, I should also be worried about Heavy Metal from those decks. Yeah, pretty decent card. 2 damage for 2 mana for 2 damage. It's a mystic shot. It's just a mystic shot. Thank God it's not fast though. That would kind of suck. I now also need a unit kind of badly. Flare. Oh, this is a question of whether or not they actually have that, if they have the All Out or they have a second Samira. I'm going to challenge them on the off chance that maybe the flash bombs can get her if this doesn't. I don't know how well that's going to work, though. Like, flash bombs, I think, in theory, are actually not bad versus Fizz Samira, because other than Inferna, they do have a lot of low HP units. I can feel them debating the All Out. I can feel them debating the Flare All Out. I think flash bombs in general are actually not bad against them. We are very unfortunately reliant on top decks right now, so we'll have to see if that works out for us. That's the Flare All Out. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Yep. Okay. So we're down to 15 here. You just tried to put your headphone charger into your ear? Oh no! First of all, Fading Black Rose, welcome back. And second of all, that is the most human thing I have ever heard. Because it's logical, right? You have the plug and you want to put it in something and you know that it can help if you have to put something over your ear. And I can picture myself making that mistake also, just like so many times. Desert Duel is here. We have the Insider Knowledge in hand. We have a Glaive. I don't want to Glaive my rat, but we could. I'm going to skip this predict, actually. Maybe I should have taken something there, but I think I'm going to skip it. That can technically level if they have all 1 cost or 0 cost spells, which they might. They might have that, unfortunately. Could Glaive still anyway. It's still a 4-2 with the targeting for the landmark countdown, I think. 1, so 3 left. Swindle is 2. I think it's because you were watching the screen, so your brain went, oh, headphones die. That's why you can't hear anything. Aw. So Burblefish is the last that they probably need here. They probably block with the Burble, right? Or not, okay. If I could give this Tough or some kind of other upgrade, that would be all right. Yeah, the Burblefish is gonna win them. Get them the rally at least. Burblefish made a prize fight? Holy shit. Holy shit, that is annoying. Okay. I mean, I do technically get another lucky find out of it, so that's not terrible. It's just all on the wrong target, unfortunately. Did your hearing charge? Imagine if you could just charge your hearing like that. I'm gonna move the sound volume down a little bit so it's not quite as blaring. Let's take Spell Shield, I think, just so it's a little bit more of a pain in the ass for him. It's not gonna be a humongous issue though, and we just need to stay alive versus the Fizz and whatever the fuck the Samira is doing. There's a Siphoning Strike. I mean, if I can just Siphoning Strike and they can't kill a 4-1 with Spell Shield and Tough, that would be fantastic. I actually am afraid of both of these things. But I think the Shelly is not going to kill me this turn, so I'm going to do this instead. Too much wax. Got to make some candles again. Yo, sometimes I find a surprising amount of wax in my ears when I've been streaming a lot, because my headphones will just cover, you know, cover stuff. It is very annoying. And it's also just kind of like my ears make that much gunk. I did not know this. I don't like this, and I did not know this. Has anyone found a way to abuse prize fight yet? I don't think so. We just got an advantage of it from the glaive, but that's not super exciting, really. So I need to get Shelly done. I need to kill Shelly somehow. I'm gonna Flash Bomb Peddler into the Relic of Power, I think. That's just gonna keep getting buffed, though. At least it didn't get the thing the last time. There's a Fizz. We need this Peddler to actually be getting value. Can it get value? Maybe Vi? Oh, Vi actually, because when she's attacking, she deals 5 to the enemy nexus, right? That's not a terrible idea. I don't hate that idea, actually. Grappling hook would be nice. I need this thing to actually get a glaive, though. Can you get a glaive, Ratus? I need you to get a glaive. Now I can kill the Shelly, hopefully. Nasus? Rotated. Oh, yeah. All of the shit. She's getting rotated. That's gonna be a buff at some point. Let's target here. We need to take out the Shelly. We need to take out the Shelly. We need to take out the Shelly. It's called we need to take out a Shelly. Have I mentioned that we need to take out a Shelly yet? Because we really do. Boom, boom, elusive. Fuck off, question mark? So that is currently 4, 5, 6. It's 6 damage. So plus the, plus whatever else we have to deal with over there, we're probably gonna lose unless we get super lucky with a Flash Bomb, like the 2-1 or like the 2 killing the Fizz right now. That is unfortunately probably not going to work. I could Insider Knowledge as well, and we get absolutely jack shit out of that, and they have another fucking goddamn Shelly. So we're having a good time. I'm having a good time. 6 Flash Bombs. Activate all in the top 5. I think it might be an activate. Copying sets Obliterate is very hard to make consistent. Copying the Obliterate. Oh, not the Facebreaker, the other one. The Obliterate and deal 1 to all enemies thing. You have a right of negation that you swindled out of my hand. I fucking hate you. I hope you know. I hope you know that I fucking goddamn hate you to the depths of my very soul. Oh, they pranked fucking right of negation. Holy shit. And now we're dead. Now we're dead. My own counter spell killed me. God damn it. God damn it. I needed more strikes, and instead we found counters. That's, I think, a top decking problem, not a deck problem. But that's frustrating. Let's try that again. I think my win rate with this deck is currently verging on negative, but roughly 50-50, depending on the draws. What else could we do to make it better? I'm still tempted by some kind of like rocket barrage or something, so that when the opponent's field is low, I can just AoE them to enforce more board wipe effects. But then there's also Caustic Rift, which is probably better than rocket barrage. Jimmy Jesus running Vygar Senna. How Jesus of you to be running Vygar Senna. The slowest game in the universe. Peddler, Bakai, and Glaive are here. I am tempted to keep that. This might be a very risky mulligan, though. I should have potentially just gotten rid of everything and tried to get a champion for the Glaive. I mean, that's not a terrible opening. They might not be able to interact with the Sting Officer for a little bit. knowing that there's catalyzers coming down, though, I think casting the 2-1 earlier rather than later is not a terrible idea. Also, we find the Akshan. Okay, Akshan is here. He is here. I think I'd like to soft pass. No Vile Feast, so the 2-1 just goes. Catalyzer is indeed a thing that does exist. Do you have Quietus? You do not have Quietus right now. We might be able to swing in Glaive. They're going to make it Darkness eventually. Currently, they can't afford it. We also have Piltover Peacemaker. Except for the fact that for some reason they have 2 fucking goddamn catalyzers, which is very unfortunate for me. At least one of them, not both of them are striking. Oh, Jesus. Too much darkness. Okay. Yeah, I think we put the Glaive on the Akshan. They started next turn. It is very mono-limiting, but I think we need to start doing things. Or at least putting a threat on the board. Look, it's a threat! It's such a threat. Oh, it's terrifying. Big threat. That's a 3 mana. Deal 3. Let's buff it. I can Desert Duel it next turn, hopefully. Let's give this +1/+1. 5/4. Yeah, I think Desert Duel hit after this. Syntax! Hello! Welcome back to the stream. How's it going? That's a Stilted Rope Maker. That's 4 to an enemy. I'm gonna kill it. I know we're gonna lose the Akshan anyway, but I am gonna do my best to fucking murder it dead. Pretty good. Busy day. Also, we're doing deck requests. Oh, sure. I had them off for a little bit because we started with the Champion Draft Series game. Ooh, you want to end the round? I don't think you want to end the round. Let's give Spell Shield to our boy and let that take off a little bit. Let me put those rewards back on. Yes, if you'd like to send in a deck, please feel free. Let's do a predict and a draw. I'm amazed they didn't try to kill him earlier than that. I am a little fucking amazed. 2 mana, yeah, well, I think just I could grappling hook the 3/4 as well. I think holding it is a little safer. Syntax, thank you for the deck code. Still drafting the champs? Drafting them? Not anymore. The mid-season trades happened. A bunch of other changes happened, so not right now. My roster did change. But it's also solidified for the rest of the season. Today is April 3rd. Paste that in. Google Docs, no. I just want to paste something. I don't want the fucking word count. And it won't let me fucking paste it, because as usual, it's fucking broken. I'm roping my opponent inadvertently, so also let's just swing with that. Come on, Google. That's a fucking mini-morph? Okay, Mini-morph and Vygar Senna? I mean, it works, so who am I really to shit upon it, I guess. Darkness dealing 2 to an enemy. I'm gonna just cast my Flash Bomb Peddlers, and if they kill that, we still have a unit to think about. Okay, yeah, I have 2 of those. That's the joy of this, I have 2 of them. I could have actually gotten more value by casting that first one. Casting the Time Trick with the first Peddler on the board, but let's just buff this. Toughwood's great. No, the Darknesses are too big, I think, to really be a major... like, it's not gonna be the most protective thing ever in the universe. Using your goofy Russian robot makes the list sad, but you think the meta slowing down helps? Oh, don't remind me of Akshan, or not the Akshan, the, don't remind me about the robot. I miss the robot a lot. Like, the robot was where it's at, you know? So there's Darkness. That's at 4 of 12. It's a pretty vulnerable Darkness, I think. I'm gonna Time Trick here. Get some spell effects going, see what they actually try to kill here. There's a Desert Duel. Ooh, I like the idea of the Desert Duel. Because here's the thing. If this resolves, we have a lot of choices. So they're killing Akshan. I don't think they have a way of getting rid of the 5/1, which means we should, emphasis on the should, we should be able to delete the Vygar right the fuck now with a Siphoning Strike. That's a group shot. Oh, they have group shot? Ah, I forgot about the fucking group shot. Never mind. Ugh. I hate darkness! I hate darkness so much, and they're going to rope me because they have no mana, aren't they? Just fucking pass a turn. Don't play slowly. Every single fucking darkness player plays slowly, and it is the most frustrating, stupid, irritating thing you could ever do. Okay, let's go. Target that. We got one more. Okay. 5 to something else. I think I do still want to just try and kill that. In general, do we want the desert duel? I think I want the desert duel here. Into 2 HP. If they have a vengeance, they're gonna rip the vengeance, which means they don't get the level off here. Make you look bad? If I talk about the things I decide to rotate, why is darkness still here? I don't know, but I sure fucking hate it. Fight with enemy is gonna be on that. That's fine. We can still target the peddler here, which means we're still getting flash bomb stacks a little bit, and we're also popping the landmark. So we might be able to find something like a Caitlyn. If we can't, let's give it +1/+1. Strongest cost. I mean, we could also just do Absolver's Resurrection. Strongest thing that's died? Why not? Oh, it's the mini T though. That's fine. Actually, that's fine. We get a 3/3 out of it. We can pull it. We get the peddler to hit. Conchologist is here. Yeah. Oh, I need to make sure these deck codes actually get copied because Google was being very stupid. Come on, why? Sometimes I can't paste things into Google Docs, and I've complained about this before, and I shall complain about it again until I fucking die. We're on April 3rd. And we're going to paste, and for some reason that worked. Hana Kitty, I have your deck request, and then Martin Thomas, I have yours. Okay, good. Let me pull that. Oh, it doesn't involve rope. That's fine. It should also die to flash bombs, I think. Think you might have forgot Shock Blast. Oh, I can add the Shock Blast back in, no worries. Let me make a note of it. Because syntax, yeah. That would have totally have killed the Conchi boy, but that's okay. I'm gonna put this in our peddler man, so that he is the buffest peddler that you've ever seen in your fucking life. That's another Stilted Robe Maker. Eventually the Robe Makers have got to stop, so we're gonna hit it again. Yeah, this thing is getting a lot of value. It's getting a surprising amount of value. If I should ever find a champion, we'll be in great shape, because I have cast at least one Siphoning Strike by this time. 0 mana Darkness. I'm trying not to think about it. I am trying desperately not to imagine that that's about to happen to my stuff. You know what I mean? There's still like splash ones in there. Insider Knowledge is an unfortunate amount of draw for everybody, but I top decked a Red of Negation, so I think I'm gonna do this and see what happens. Sting Officer and Piltover Peacemaker, finding only one, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. Rekindler is making Vygar, which is leveled. Flash Bomb Pepper looks like the Voids made him strong. Made a little bit, yeah, a little bit. That's unfortunate. So 5 to anything resolves. 6 mana. Let's do this. They probably try to kill something else. Okay. Yeah, okay. 5/6 can go. Probably the 3/3 could have also gone, actually. Depending. Like when Vygar kicks the 1 minion off. It's such a dick move for no reason. True. That I'm gonna counter. Not kill an ally. Kill something else, I think. Because they should be pointing that at my fucking face, and that the fact they're not putting it at my fucking face is a mistake on their end. That should be going face. It should not be going to my units right now. Let's buff here. Let's give it just +1/+1, I think. The Darknesses are going to be able to kill it now, but regardless. But as long as we've got spells, we'll be fine. There's Darkness. There's Karina. There's 6 on the top. That will now kill that. Let's resolve. Again, you need to be pointing those at face. I could have been less half than half HP right now, but you're being slightly dumb. Let's hope this will pop enough that I can pilt over Peacemaker the Vygar afterwards, because that'll be a lot of dead fucking Vygars. 6! Killed the other thing, but thank God we have Peacemaker for doing stuff with. You don't have fast speed spells, because you're not there yet. A dead Vygar, fantastic. If they darkness first, they're gonna do that. Makes sense.
Make the darkness your own.
We can tank the Ixtali. Let's put this on. They have another fucking goddamn Vygar, because of course they do. At least they're playing fast. At least I have to respect the fact that they're playing fast. They could have won the game by now if they hadn't pointed darknesses at my fucking peddler. So I will dock them points for doing that. I will dock them points for apparently focusing the wrong unit, even though they can point that at face for literally no reason in particular, other than that they're apparently dumb as fuck. Fast Arcanate players are the wave? Apparently. Come on, come on. Come on. I know the darkness animation is slow, but it doesn't slow down the Samira players, and that's literally all they do. Literally all they do is cast spells with long animation times. I killed so many Vygars! I killed so many fucking Vygars. Unfortunate. Let's keep going with these. I'm gonna do this one more time, and then I'm gonna move on to the submissions. I think I also might close them again, because I'm not gonna end the stream or keep the stream going for too long, actually. Coder with Echo, Mono Echo Shurima. Okay, we have Akshan, we have Justice Rider. I think let's drop the Justice Rider. That's kind of worse. Because we got the Karina back at hand. There's only 2 in here. I thought about including 3, but I think it's just too much. I don't think 3 Karina actually helps greatly. They only mulligan 1. That's a little scary, but at least High Note should take care of an Echo the turn that he lands, assuming he's not leveled. That's an Ancient Prep. Yeah, having a Rattan opening would have been nice. We don't quite have it. Yeah, here goes Akshan. 2 Karinas is terrible, but will live, I think. They cast a unit here, which is what I want them to do. That means they don't have the Mystic Shot for the Akshan immediately. Okay. You do unfortunately have a way of getting rid of the Akshan later. So I think I'm just gonna sit and take the damage here, because I want another unit before he comes down, if anything. Yeah, Pony Man is pretty necessary. Pony is always going to be necessary to a degree. This is awful. 5 cards. I'm going to pass. And then Soul's High Note that shit down. I need to be moving faster. Devoted fucking Council is not really the card that I anticipated them to be casting. Devoted Council? Healing versus what? What are you healing against? I guess, to be fair, they could be trying to heal against all of the Samira decks that are happening. That might be a thing that is occurring. I'd honestly be surprised, though. Devoted Council. I guess it's just for the Samira decks. Okay. I mean, I have to cast this eventually, but they've used the attacks. I think I'm just going to use it now. Let's try and get that 2/2 out of the way, I think. I don't think they're gonna have a counterspell or bother with a counterspell for a Desert Duel. It's like 1 proc. If we can get Glaive, this will obviously be much safer. We need to be afraid of Echo. -2 on the Echo does still kill my Akshan, but that's okay. You have a lot of champion effects that aren't doing a lot for you right now, which is kind of interesting. Let's pass here. Siphoning doesn't kill anything, so he's just kind of chilling as a vulnerable unit right now. Top decks are horrible. Top decks are horrible. Oh, that's what you're doing, because it automatically levels them. That's actually really cool. That's actually really fucking cool. That's a neat tech. I like that a lot, because now it's automatically going to heal, yeah. Let's get a Flash Bomb Peddler down, I think, just because I don't really have anything else besides spells right now. Right now, my hand is mostly spells. Yep. Other than Karina. I wonder if they predicted in the top thing or not, because if they did, and they find Gwen, of all things, oh god. Really not a fan of that. So the Gwen is going to kill the Akshan for sure. We can plant and have a 5/5, which at this point I think we might need to plant and have a 5/5. It must be a streamer deck. Maybe. I don't know who made it. It's a neat idea though. So something kills Akshan for sure. We have the 5/5. The 1/3 we're just gonna let live because I kind of need him for stuff later. Council dying is whatever, honestly. I think we're just gonna block the 4/4. That is 1 HP though. Don't really have any other options. I mean, I could block the Gwen. That's only 1 additional damage though. If they have burn, they've got burn. I think I do have to block the Gwen. Yeah, automatically giving everything that champion level buff is really nice. Nowhere! Sharima, your emperor has returned! Thank you for the request. Yeah, that's really annoying. Yeah, the top decks didn't work out. Damn it. Damn it, the top decks really didn't work out. Grappling hook's okay. I mean, I could try to strike down the Gwen to the burn, which is definitely gonna be fucking risky. I could also try to pop all of the flash bombs because a couple of those things are low. I think it's an auction into a siphoning strike, hypothetically at least. Did I yell for Demacia yet? I don't think I did. For Demacia! Skate striking to make the flash bombs effective. I don't even just need the Kate striking. I just need there to be units that aren't the units that I have. As well, because we're so close to so many things, but it's just not, there's something missing. There's something that's missing. They can kill the Karina pretty easily. Unfortunate. Or they don't even need to kill the Karina, they can just do that. Makes sense. Echo is leveled. Can Akshan go? No, there's too many things. Also, they still have scrying potentially. That's annoying. We're losing to greater memes, folks. This can't be. This cannot stand. We're just dead to the open attack because I can't remove more than these. Yeah, unfortunately, because it's 4 HP. If it was less than 4 HP, we would actually be okay. Akshan levels. Yeah, we also needed the glaive in the opening hand. Just couldn't get the glaive either. That doesn't get any hallowed, but I can't do too much here. We can block there, we can block here, we can block this, and then I can basically just counter the Gwen. So we would need 1 more blocker, and I am not, unfortunately, quite able to make it. Because I would need, actually, can I Rite of Negation the Gwen effect to block something else? No, it would still be exactly lethal because it's not, I just need 1 more blocker. Or I need a piece of burn that I don't have. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Now that's a really neat build though. I don't even know if you need the Echo. Like, I see the point of having the Echo for the chrono breaks. But I don't know if you need it outside of that. I don't think the Echo is super relevant up to the predict, except because the Echo is relevant for predicting, but it's not relevant for the Secret Keeper stuff. Like, you should be getting champions, hypothetically, that are better than the potentially just unleveled Echo. Probably just time tricks. I mean, Chrono Break is a useful card regardless, to be fair. 9 lives burst speed summon and the 1-drop card seems good for once. Oh, yeah, 9 lives. That card, I remember when it was released and thinking that's actually kind of a neat card. And it's also one of the few, if I'm remembering correctly, it's one of the fewer, like, summon a unit cards that are left, because a bunch of them got rotated out. Yeah, 9 lives. Yeah, burst speed. It's one of the only burst speed, if not the only burst speed summon a unit, other than Jury Rig, which I think is... Wait, is Jury Rig still standard, or is it that in Eternal? Yeah, Jury Rig is still in Eternal. So you have Jury Rig and you have 9 lives, right? Think it might be meta in the Rise deck. Burst speed summon 2 bodies as sleeper in the right decks, the Wraith one. Mist, the Mist card. Not the Mist card. Yeah. What are those called? Wait, the Mist card. Eternal. Mist Wraiths. There it is. Is that the card? Yeah, this got rotated out though. So in standard, I think 9 lives might be one of the only things left, because they nerfed Portapalooza and they nerfed Aya Nagagaboros way earlier as well. So yeah, that's the only one. That's the only one, which is kind of cool. Syntax! Moving on with your deck submission here. Let's check that out. Syntax. I'm going to delete one of the old ones you sent me to import this new one. You wanted a Shock Blast as well, I think, which you didn't. You told me you didn't include. There's one more, but it's terrible. Jury Rig, and then I'm not sure what the other one is actually. Standard problems promotes running some cards you never considered. I still really like that rotation happened. I think that rotation was an excellent choice. It's just debatable some of the cards I rotated, I think. Add a Shock Blast or 2. It's important to have all the stuff for it. I do. I want to play. I'm gonna assume it's standard, which means it should be... Wait, is this standard? No, this should be... No, it's standard. Okay, yeah. I want it in standard, which means it's gonna sort in standard this way. Because the fucking goddamn piece of shit interface will not tell me how it's sorting the standard versus Eternal until I actually switch back. Right? Can we have dividers? Can I literally just have a single divider? Just one divider? Please! Anyway. Annie, Saboteur, pulled up into... Oh, fuck yeah, Annie. I hate Annie as a character. Great card. Raven Bloom, Disintegrate, Pharaoh's Financier, Mystic Shot, Pirouette, Caustic Riff, Monosoul Student, Forge of Tomorrow, Jace, Rocket Barrage, Assembly Line Formula, Lord Broadmain. Oh, there's 2 Shock Blasts in here. It looks like you sent me the right code in that case. Do you want one more and then like one less formula or something like that? Because otherwise it's in here. Perfect. Okay, I'll leave it here then. And then hopefully the Broadmain should be able to trigger on a bunch of stuff, because we have a lot of things like Caustic Rift Barrage which do wonderfully stack. 9 lives and Jury Rig are the only ones. The Bilgewater Tentacle one is focus. Yeah, I have Nagagaboros. I don't think it's been burst for a little while now. I forget which patch it got changed in, but it wasn't the most recent one. The new thing that generates the not alpha wild claw. I think that one. I know, I forget what it's called. The new purplish wolf. Might be focus though. Yeah, the wild claw replacement. Oh, is it also called wild claw though? It's a 7/5 instead of being a 7/6, but it's the same mana cost. Focus and just transform, not burst. It's focus now and was burst. I remember it being burst previously. Yeah, and I think that also got relegated to focus speed because they realized how broken it is to be able to do something uncounterably in combat, I think. So let's do Annie. Have we seen this opponent before? I think we might have, actually. Swain Alawi is going to be a little bit of a bitch to deal with, but here we go. There's a formula. We're gonna wait and bank some mana. We have Pure, we have Disintegrate with via the Annie, so that's okay. Pirouette doesn't do anything here in particular. That is a heavy metal. I've got to fuck another one of those. Let's bank some mana right now, I think. And then go from there. I do not want you casting too many tentacles, but we might just have to fucking deal with that. So this is 3 damage. So that's a 5-punch Pablo. I'd like to, I think, Annie into a Mystic Shot or something, just so that he doesn't hit her. I mean, it would be a hit that doesn't really matter, but I also would like her to see some Fastbee skills proc while they're low on mana. J-Set doesn't sound bad either, now that you think about it. Oh yeah, because it is just a higher mana cost in general for your spells. So you're gonna be having more of them. Formula here is probably not so bad. There's one of our Jaces going. We've got 2 Pirouettes. Let's go with the small child. Built Jace set. It has potential. Refill mana 2 crazy 6 mana spells could be nutty. There's definitely, I think, a lot of stuff you could do with that. Okay, so you've decided you don't like my Annie, which is fair and understandable. I'm hoping you don't open attack into her, though. Set sharks, just to summon more sharks. Fantastic. Rocket Barrage, if I can cast it, would be lovely. Looks like I cannot cast it, though, which is unfortunate. I will, however, be able to do other stuff, which is also exciting. Master Bingwen with sharks, make more sharks? Oh yeah, Master Bingwen the Civ is his name, I believe. The Sieve, the Civ, whichever one it is. There's the focus spell. Avnak Gaboros coming out right there, yeah. Speaking of the devil, Deathless Knights. Oh, fuck yeah, Deathless Knights. Who needs ephemeral when your ephemeral thing can also just, like, never die? 5 costs. I'm gonna just Raven Bloom. Countdown 8. You don't have Scorched Earth, right? So we're gonna do that. Herd, never got be a permanent 6/6. I think the by nature of how the Deathless Knight works, it should summon a non-ephemeral copy. Because Black Flame Death Knights makes permanent Death Knights. Diana and Samira starting to rear their ugly heads. You think about Nocturne Samira or Set and Nocturne? Oh yeah, because then if you cast a bunch of units with coins, you get the Nocturne to be able to just attack because of the fearsome will be reduced to power. You wanted to find 2 spots where Captain Farron doubled the decimates off of the Jace. Oh god. Doubling decimates off of Jace does sound like a fucking goddamn nightmare. Holy shit. How's that Swain doing? I heard the Swain making noises. It's only at 3 of 12 though, and we don't have to face a tentacle yet. And we do, by the way, have a 2 mana stun for the Alawi and the tentacle, which is a little astonishing. It's a little astonishing. Pirouette is too good of a card. Too good of a card. I could Rocket Barrage the tentacle, but I don't think we really need to. There's a Pharaoh's Financier. Great. I have so much stuff just ready for them to cast something. I need you to cast something so that I can get this removal energy out of the way. That is a Tentacle Lesmoosh. I can do this and just fucking kill the tentacle? Let's just kill the tentacle, actually. Because we're getting to the point where we can just have units. Bye! Shen Jace, Shen Set, not that Nace. Raven Bloom gives us big fats decimates too. True. Draw 2 and refill spell mana. Don't quite have that. We will next turn for sure. And Shock Blast is just damage. True Trifarian Glory Seekers. Very dead to a Make It Rain or something like that. So I think let's just take Formula here.
I help when I can. Shut up when I can.
And then use it next turn. Can I find a Jace, maybe? He's leveled somewhere. He's ready for action. Right now we're looking at what? 8 damage if nothing dies. Something is probably gonna die. That is a pirouette just to get rid of the 2-1, I imagine. Okay, fair enough. There's an Alawi, and you bet I've got a stun for that piece of shit. Hate Alawi. Don't want to see her again. Don't want her hitting me with tentacles. No, thank you very kindly. Okay. Banking mana. This is at 2. We might be able to level it. Let's cast the formula for the refill. There's a broad main. But it's 6 and I don't quite have it, do I? Could cast an assembly line again and get the tie ball counting down. I think it might just be an open because if these are allowed to hit the Alawi, we do get the damage on her. I think, yeah, we just go for the damage on her now between the Caustic Rift, the Pirouette, and the Rocket Barrages. That's a spawn 4. Yeah, okay.
You get out of life what you put in.
They're probably not expecting Rocket Barrage, to be fucking fair. Okay, go team, kill Alawi, deal with the tentacle later. 1 dead Alawi. 4-3 sitting over there. There's a Buru leader. That is annoying, but we almost have a tie bulk, so I'll just accept that, possess that part of the fate. Pass. Tie bulk. Give me my 6. Give him my 7-6, actually. Give me my 7-6. I don't care. I mean, I care a little bit, but I'm still at fucking 18 HP here, so not super concerned. Boom, 7-6, you're a 4-5, you're a 3-1 now. Swain is coming in, and that's gonna start bonking me on the face hole, which sucks. But also our damage is now increased, so I can deal 6 to that. Oh, and plus the pirouette, so we can kill the Leviathan or the Swain. Also, we've got the Broadmain, of course. Hextech Anomaly, Weapons of the Lost. That's so expensive! I might take Hextech Anomaly because we can kind of afford it. Did I close submissions? I temporarily closed submissions because I think I have hit the number of submissions where I'll be going for the length of the stream that I wanted. But I'll be open again on Thursday or Friday and Sunday, as usual. I've been closing them a little bit earlier just because we've been getting a lot lately. Yeah, so the Swain is around. We know that for sure. This is a broad main, and then I might be able to Caustic Rift into... How much mana do I have here? We have 13, so this is 6. Ooh, I want more than that. I mean, we also have Ruination. Oh, I also just have Ruination. Ha! Ruination. Wait, how much damage can I do to their face right now? I can deal a lot of damage to their face. But to be honest, I might just try to bait them into casting the Swain, cast Ruination, and have them little damages on the following turn. Come on, Hextech Anomaly. I can kill the ship. I can kill the ship! But there is an easy way for me to both kill the ship and the champion. Can I actually, or can I stun things to the point where they die? Do I go with the board wipe or do I just go for actual damage? I think I go for the board wipe here. With the 6 cost and pirouette. That's true. No, I think it's still an open. Let's go with the tie ball because we're gonna look at that and be like, oh my god, it does overwhelm damage, and I'm gonna be like, yes, you should be afraid. And then maybe they'll cast something after the attack resolves, and then I will be like, yeah, do that. I have stuff. I have so many stuffs for that. Soft pass, soft pass, soft pass. Okay, that's fair enough. They didn't fall for it. They didn't fall for my please cast your things bait here. This is such a good I mean, Ruination, yeah. Not quite harrowing, but if I can also get harrowing off of some kind of manifested card, that would be great. Yeah, that's a pretty big fuck you. I was looking at Ruination, I was like, how did I get that? They of course did have another fucking goddamn Swain, because why wouldn't they have another fucking goddamn Swain? That's 7 damage to my face, so we go down to 6, but we don't go down to die. We do not die. That's the important part here. We can also broad main that shit. And I'm gonna broad main that shit. Please. Please. I need to live here. And then hopefully we can deal some other damage. That's the... What the fuck are you doing? Like, what the actual shit are you doing? What the actual shit fuck are they doing? Why did you just cast a Disintegrate into the fucking ether with nothing on top of it? What did I just witness? I mean, thank you for the Disintegrate, I suppose. I still have many questions. Pirouette, here comes Fervor. No such thing. Just literally a tentacle. I am so confused! I am so confused! I am confused! Where's my burn? I have Pirouette in hand, and we have Embers, and we have Jace. I think I should be able to do it from here, just with the Mana Soul into the thingy, but I'm gonna Jace first to bait him. I think this doesn't really matter. Take my Jace. Because the Mana Soul student will deal a ping on top of the Pirouette damage. Jace Pirouette, let's go. Or I can hit him with it. Can I hit you with it? No, that's all of your mana, which means we still have the lethal. Oh, also... What? Did they not understand how Disintegrate works? That was too weirdly... Those were two weird Disintegrates. Yeah, they did it backwards. I was like, okay, that's correct. And then I stared at it for a second and I was like, wait, no, it's still reading it. You're taking the damage here. They knew how. I guess they knew how and they were just like accepting of death. Also, I'm amazed that Annie and Jace are about the same level. I didn't realize I'd played that much Jace in my lifetime. Moving along with the submissions, though. Oh, Hana Kitty, I've got something from you, so let's take a look and bring that in here. It's NA Plat. They might not know. If you're in fucking Plat and you don't know how Disintegrate works, get out of Plat. Stop playing the game and think about your decisions. Oh, Hana Kitty. Anything else from you? I don't at the moment, so I'm going to delete the Salmon Cat, which unfortunately did not work. Mono Renekton. Fuck yeah. Crocs back in style. It gets in all caps for this one, for sure. Let's do Azir. Let's do Earth. And then let's actually do one of the card backs that we have. That actually looks so good. Red and gold, that's the way to go. Hardcore Iron, you know how Disintegrate works? You just scared of Disintegrate the first game or two, you played it thinking it went the other way. Oh, when it first released, I had actually I had 2 instances where I really fucked it up and it lost me games, and then I learned fast. Because when you fuck it up the first time, it's like, okay. You fuck it up the second time, I'm like, wow, I didn't learn. And then you just rely on Oracle, because Oracle's also in the game. Ancient Prep, Buried Sundays, Forsaken Bakai, Scrying Sands, Inspiring Chronomancer, Clockwork Curator, Rockhopper, Azir, Devoted Council, Hierophant, Merciless Hunter, Quicksand, Sea Creeper, Golden Ambassador, Renekton, Rite of Negation, Voice of the Risen, Siphoning Strike, and Castigate. So this is a little bit similar to the deck that we saw before, only there's emphasis on Golden Ambassador, which is nice, because it's guaranteed allegiance. and it will it will potentially draw us a champion that's not the Azir or the Renekton, though hopefully we don't predict and somehow shuffle the non-allegiance card to the top, because that's technically something we can do, right? Because there is predicts in here, so I could potentially shuffle a non-allegiance to the top. The probability of me doing that is astronomically low. One hourglass. Whatchamacallit? Maybe? Oh, we're up against a deck that's probably doing the same thing that we're doing, except with the Echo version that's been running around apparently. Oh, hi. Yeah. Sundisk happens, because I keep forgetting that happens. Because I haven't played a Sundisk in a fucking while! Give me Secret Keeper! Actually, I'll fucking top deck that. We have more predicts anyway. Did we play against them? I think this is a different username. I believe it's a different username. I think. I could be wrong about that. Wasn't paying the most attention, to be honest. But I think it's different. The board is different, and the card back is different. I don't think we've seen that combo yet today. I have 2 rats. Say hello to my rats. They would like to greet you. Also, El Ojo Escarlata, if I'm pronouncing that at all correctly. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Also, Saul Goodman. Hello. Welcome back. How's it going? Okay, you also have a rat. Good to know. Apparently the Twitter stock Musk bought is now worth half the 160 billion he's shelled out. Yeah, no shit. Twitter's in the garbage now. Nothing works, or many things have broken at least, and it just keeps getting more paid. There's just more paid effects in there, and nobody wants that. Yeah, let's go. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I know. We're doing the same shit. Except I have more rats than you, so therefore I feel superior. Esteemed Hierophant. We can do this. Voice of the Risen is already activated, which is still fucking crazy, by the way. That's such a neat little thing with interaction with that Voice of the Risen. It's such a cool little thing. I'm gonna push with my fucking buff board of dudes. Look at my dudes. And we can buff all of our champions with that strike card. We can. I'm wondering if they're gonna block all of this shit. That is a Scrying Sands on... What are you picking? Okay, you're picking the 4/4. Oh, so it does a little bit less damage. That's okay. I have no means of making more of these, so it's not like they're gonna fuck up a Soul Cleave synergy or whatever if they interact with it more. Yeah, siphoning on anything would be pretty sweet if we have the mana, of course. And they don't have a counter spell open, which they won't. Fuck yeah. Excuse me, pardon me, I do not like the stuff that you are doing, and I wish you to stop. Even if they have the Scrying Sands again, we can still kill it regardless. So we've got some pretty chunky boys in the deck. We've also got a chunky Azir right here. Hopefully they don't change the Voice of the Risen in the next balance. Oh, wait, is there a shot that it would get changed? I didn't realize it was changing. I'm gonna predict before we cast Azir, I think. Merciless Hunter into Azir. Golden Ambassador is a very good card. We can maybe force a top deck of something nice. They've cast another Secret Keeper. Terrifying. I have a very large bird. Look at my bird. It's very big. It's good. It's doing good stuff. Let's not attack with Voice of the Risen. And just go with the board. It's really now, I think, is up to who finds the champion first. Because if they do, I think we have blockers that can withstand most champions that can come down. I'm not sure if we can. I think we should be able to get something off of the what's the word? The Golden Ambassador, though. With the Black Flame would be Giga Meme. Oh, Black Flame would be pretty memey. That's true. I mean, we kind of have to try that at some point then, right? Secret Keeper memes have to happen. And then there was a prize fight recommendation for Caitlyn. I'm going to write this down in my ever-expanding pile of Post-it notes. It's actually been a while since I broke out the Post-it notes, in case, for those of you who have been here for a longer amount of time. What was it? Prize fight, needs testing, and then there's also, yeah, Secret Keeper. Secret Keeper Soul Cleave, or... Ret. Oh, you gave me an Azir? Dang it. I didn't want... That was the last thing that I wanted. 3 rounds, 2 rounds. I think we might as well just do it, discount it anyway. You found Nautilus and Maokai in 1 game? That's kind of amazing. Black Flame, Soul Cleave will probably just naturally come of that, so I'm gonna let that be. Okay, so I have a good series of attackers here. Yo, we find a Jinx, which is an interesting card to find. This is, I think, a time where we can open attack. Do we go with the 5-2? I don't want to lose the 5-2. But at the same time, it is a pretty good... It's a pretty good swing regardless. 11 of 13. Jinx, unfortunately, does the opposite of synergizing with a Rise, which is pretty annoying. There's a formula... I don't think... What is that going to find? It could find a Castigate later. So, we see none of the actual champions that it made. But we do just kind of steamroll somebody else attempting to do the same thing. So it is a win after all. So moving right along here, I think. Our last deck here is from Martin Thomas. So let's take a look here. I'm getting the quest done for the very, very long pass. How far am I into this very, very long pass? I think I'd be willing to bet like 100. Okay, 137. I am, what, a 1/6 of the way through-ish? Finds them more champions and no answers. Our version, it was better. It was better. We also got a huge advantage in finding that Voice of the Risen before they did, so that we could just kind of be like, my units are just more, just have more cash than you, I guess. Our units just have more ammo. What am I importing? We're importing Martin Thomas. I'm gonna delete, let's delete RNG1. That's such an old deck that it probably doesn't need to stay. I have a feeling I know what this is. I have a feeling. The 3 Dragon Roosts, gave it to Numbers to try out, and he took out Voxes for it. Oh, interesting. Also, Fading Black Rose, good night to you as well. Thank you for coming by the stream, as always. Needs to clean up this collection. Nah, I mean, I'm gonna just keep it until it something really has to change it. I thought about wiping it because of the rotation, and I was like, nah, Eternal's still a format. Haven't grabbed a pass in forever. The lack of boars and companions is such a loss in value. And I just give free stuff and then just chests. If there was, like, I know that, for instance, in Magic, or even in Hearthstone, there's like actual animated things you can get off of the passes. If there was more of that here, would definitely feel more worth. Right now, I'm just kind of angling for the soul skin, so I have to finish the pass also to get there. Secrets would probably be kitty too, since you can put a free 5-power unit from the deck. Oh, so you'd have to bank on it being 5 power, but you could do some kind of Shurima Freljord, so you still have that Siphoning Strike guaranteeing that they're all higher power. Still kept 1 Vox in there as my baby lizard buddy who brings more lizard buddies. Lizard buddies. Oh man, I'm excited for this shit. Let's keep the same loadout, even if we're not running Renekton anymore. Hurt Stone. Kidney Stones. Oh, hi, Form Up. I've actually haven't cast this yet, so we're gonna use it. Exciting. Cosmic Youngling, Dragon Guard, Form Up, Guiding Touch, Single Combat, Dragon Roost, Horizon's Clutch, Lunari Priestess, Solari Priestess, Strafing Strike, Shavada, Screeching Dragon, Star Shaping, and Vilus Vox, Eclipse Dragon, and Aurelion Soul. This is not a Broodfather. This is just straight up fucking dragons. I just died while I was trying to say that. Secret Keeper can give you rotated champs. I don't Wait, can it? I don't. Wait, Jinx is not here. Interesting. I guess it can't. I wasn't even thinking about that. Oh, no. Take this out. Take that out. I want all regions, not the Runeterra regions. Jinx is not rotated. It shouldn't give you non-rotated champs. Jinx is still here. She's in standard, which is the thing that we did actually find. Sorry, we did actually find one, we just didn't cast it. I shouldn't. I think if I'm remembering, we looked at the tweet last time, I think the cards in standard are only supposed to invoke or manifest or randomly generate from the standard pool. It will change. Oh, Thresh? Thresh should be rotated. Yeah, Thresh is rotated. Why is it giving me field musicians? Is there a Thresh in there? Is there a name in here? Hardship and shared refuge. Wait, where is it? Why is it pulling field musicians when I look up Thresh? Might go Eternal for mobilize? Yeah, that would be pretty worth actually. Yeah, no, I don't know why this is pulling field musicians, but Thresh is rotated out. Threshers? Maybe? I don't know. That's weird. I was looking for text in the card that would pull the collection of letters Thresh. Maybe it's in there and I just missed it and I'm blind, but I don't actually know. Maybe he just likes to jam out on a nice evening when he's making dinner, and that's why it made it. We are in standard now. We are doing the big dragons, and let's go. Thresh's album would be called Soul Shatter. Oh, totally. I think it would also be the kind of band that you just see the grungy like little stickers on the wall in a bar bathroom of just the soul shatters coming to your town next week. Catch the underground experience. That's my impression of Thresh as a musician. You're welcome. Screechy is good. Solari Priestess is not as good as some other things that we might be able to find, even though it is a 3-drop. See, Cosmic Youngling is slightly better. This is not, but we're going to ignore it. We're going to ignore it. Just the box. The box would need the name of his Torbus. Torbus. I don't know why I said it that way. Torbus. Teemo Mastery. What is your mastery? Pathetic. What is your mastery? Also pathetic. You are an insufficient Teemo Caitlyn player. It's fine. Anybody playing Teemo Caitlyn is good in my book. Good shit. Good shit happening over there from our opponent. The box bestows great Thresh beats. Yo, fucking true. I would like to hit you in the face with a very pretty pony. Look, it's a very pretty pony. Look, it's pretty, and it's also technically not a pony, but it's a pony with wings. And a form up is here. +2/+2 makes that, what, a 3-5? A 3-6, apologies. I'd like to block the Caitlyn with a 3-6. That seems good. I have single combats if this somehow goes horrifically wrong. That is a Piltover Peacemaker into a pie toss. And I cannot be bothered to give a shit because the Caitlyn is still gonna fucking die. I could also kill both. I could technically kill both and then just the board is gone and I'm at 20 HP. It's a little risky because they could have a second pie toss. Do I let the 2-1 go? I think I can let the 2-1 go for sure. Didn't cast dragons, clutch to draw the dragons. I'm kind of just assuming that Screeching Dragon will be enough, early enough to do something. We also have, I think this will be good enough, because it also gets that Fury proc. So the flash bombs are just kind of a non-issue. We've got many single combats. Yo, the single combat refresh is pretty great. That's a veteran investigator. We have how many on the top? 7. That is actually kind of a lot, not gonna lie. But I think we're just gonna do it this way. Give me buffs. I guess they can try to shoot it down here. Yeah, they can definitely try and shoot it down here. They did not, and the Shyvana is still getting the damage. Ooh, absolutely not. Thank you for offering, but absolutely not. No, thank you. No, no. I know what that does. I was playing it. You're not allowed to have that one. That is off fucking limits. Dawn Speakers? Dawn Speakers was a crazy card if you could get it off. Thanks for the free heals. Okay. I'm gonna just Daybreak out this Priestess, I think, into... I mean, I could Eclipse Dragon. Golden Sisters is some fancy shit. I do like a good Golden Sister moment. 7 Flash Bombs currently are not going to tear up my whole board. Ava Achiever is also a big no-no. That is a no-no from me. Absolutely fucking not. And I have another Screechy, so it's fine anyway. Good shit, good shit. Okay. Yeah, ooh, it's the Shyvana. Daybreak would make the Shyvana 2. I have 2 of these, so I can also just make 2 and then go from there. Did I cast all 3 single combats? 1, 2, 3. I did indeed. There's a lot. I'm banking on the Screechy and the Shyvana's doing the rest. Yeah, I think that's okay. It's a 7/7. It's very tall. I think it should be able to live. As another fucking Ava Achiever! Oh dear God, why? Oh dear God, why? But look, the 7/7's pretty. Also have 3 Strafings in the main deck. Another one, unfortunate. I think it is hopefully okay. There are 6 Puff Caps and 7 Flash Bombs, but honestly, it's weird having the Flash Bombs be the terrifying part. I'm used to the Puff Caps with the Ava Achiever being the worrisome part, but no, it's a new meta, folks. It's a new meta where Flash Bombs are actually important. I'm gonna cast a 2-mana leveled Shyvana, if you don't mind. I think you shouldn't mind. I imagine you do not mind too much, right? Huh? Right? Huh? Yep. Corina is activating. I'm gonna heal my little badonkel. That is a Dragon Roost. That's 6! Okie dokie! Well, how many Flash Bombs are left? Only 3, so they're only going to kill this poor Eclipse Dragon, and also hit me for 6 in the face over there, which is a little bit alarming for sure. But that's why I have more of this shit, I guess. That was actually quite scary. I was actually a little bit terrifying. Okay, well the 7/7 is back. And I do have more stuff to do. So you can't really swing. There are 3 Flash Bombs in there. The Ava needs to die, and I think I might have used the first single combat a little too aggressively. Insider Knowledge is also gonna be a fucking pain here. 2 top decks. Solari Priestess on 2 Puff Caps, and 4. Strafing Strike is here. 2 on that. I am going to try and strafing that Ava down, because if I don't, there's actually a shot that I die to a Puff Cap top deck. I mean, there's a chance I die to the Puff Cap top deck regardless. So hopefully we just don't. If there's a group shot or a pie toss, yep, pie toss is resolving. Damn. 2 Ava Achievers is just very strong against my not tall enough board. I thought I was going to be tall enough. Apparently, I'm just dead. All right, here we go. Yeah. Ouch. Ouch! What was the... I mean, it was literally Ava Achiever, wasn't it? It was Ava Achiever, and the fact that I did let that 1/2/1 go through. I'm actually slightly regretting not using the second single combat on the security guy, because that would have reduced the number that I was taking later. Out spaghettied. Unfortunately, out spaghettied. They hadn't had a second one in hand, we would have been totally fine, but they did, so. There's that part. Beijing a dragon fighting yodels and then just getting smacked with a pie out of nowhere. You're like this giant hulking thing that's literally bigger than a lot of mountains, and then some fucking dickbag with a fucking chip on his shoulder just tosses a pie with an anvil in it at your fucking face, and you're just like, what did I do? What have I done? And how do I undo this? Dismal Baby is our opponent's name? Like a semi-divine space dragon? Yeah. You know, as you do, I lack stuff, unfortunately. I do kind of lack things. Dragon. Fuck yeah! Now I have Dragon Guard Lieutenant to kill that Battlesmith, hopefully. I need that out of the way. Yay, orange cards. Gotta love the orange cards. Ramhound. Give me that 2 fucking 2. I don't like it. If you have another one, so be it. That's the form up. Because of course it is. So it does live. At least I don't have to think about Sharpsight anymore. Sharpsight, not a card. Soul is here. Let's take the Priestess. O? What is the O for? You don't really play Jarvan at all. Or Garrett at all. Huh, okay. You're gonna do the Demacia stuff. Okay, yeah, let's cast this, I think. Obliterate, 4 and 1, or Invoke. Obliterate is good for Garen. Hopefully by the time the Garen comes down... No, they'll be on even, so they'll be able to cast the Garen on their turn or have the Jarvan on their turn. Maybe Falling Comet. Anyway, I think it might be a Falling Comet anyway. Oh yeah, the form up was a little brutal. Also, we're just looking at a lot of damage this open attack. Yep. Oh god, I hate Demacia. I hate Demacia. Like, here's the thing. Normally, Demacia is a little bit more, like, my style of play. Because I'm very much a mid-range player underneath it all. It's too much good unit stuff happening. Too much good unit stuff, objectively, I think. There's a Vanguard Defender. We're gonna murder those two if we can. There's maybe another form up. There is another form up, which is slightly good news. Vanguard Squire is great. At least Demacia has the decency of putting down a loyal Badger Bear. Oh, true. That only our stacks region and it's barely developed at that. Yeah, Bard tried to do some stuff, but Bard is also just fucking weird, unfortunately. Bard is not what you need. Also, I'm so dead. I am so astonishingly just perished into the fires of doom. There's the Cosmic Youngling. You're a little late, but thank you so much for trying. You did try, Youngling. You did do your best. You're so happy looking. I can't shit on him. I love Bard. Oh, Bard's fucking my fucking favorite. Somebody offered a trade for Bard, and I turned it down, but I was like, damn. I do kind of want Bard just for the principle of having Bard, you know? He's such a cool, strange, slightly alien, very alien thing. I love him. He just kind of does his things. He has meeps. He gets chimes. Beautiful. My tea has gone very cold, but at least it still tastes okay. Which champions are still available in the pool? For the CDS? I would need to check that. But there are a bunch that didn't actually get picked by anybody. Let me see. CDS, I will check right now. So the champions that didn't get drafted were Akshan, Elise, Sivir, Trundle in S tier. What am I doing here? Sorry, I do need to actually transition and pick some stuff. In A tier, Jack Fizz, Nocturne, Lulu, Zed, Ziggs, Talia, and Udyr were not chosen. I have 2 Shyvanas. This is a fucking travesty. B tier, Lucian, Scion, Poppy, Yuumi, Shyvana, Lissandra, Riven, Xerath, Galio, Ornn. And then in C tier, there are only 3. It's Ahri, Malphite, and Evelynn. So it's kind of interesting to see what choices people ended up making. Doubling Go Get It Off of Karma was cubed chimes, and it was beautiful. Oh, yeah, you could do some fucking nutty chime stuff. It was kind of great. I'm gonna wait and see if you want to cast something into my challenger. No, that's okay. I have 2 of the Challenger McDoodles. I have a lot of fucking McDoodles.
I serve my people.
That looks like a single combat, I think. That looks very much like a single combat. Eh? Oh no, it doesn't kill it. What the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? It doesn't kill it! Ah! It makes sense. There's more S, A to A tiers since you can only trade one of the same tiers. And yeah, it's very limited. Fuck, I keep forgetting she's fucking 5 HP for some reason. I always think she's more and she's not. Screechy should at least be able to take care of the problem now, but I fucked that up by a big time. I keep forgetting. I keep fucking thinking, I think quite reasonably, that Inferna should have worse stats. Like, why does the Inferna a fucking 1-5? Jesus. Clockling is only a 2-2. Why does it have 5 HP? Will be nerfed to 1-4. I mean, I fucking hope it's nerfed to 1-4. Holy fuck. I hate it the way it currently is. I think it definitely deserves to get nerfed. 5 is just a crazy stat line. 1 of 5 because the outfit is fire. She does get points. She does literally get style points. The rest, however, I can live without it. I cut us with the Inferno must have definitely had a tune in playtesting. You know, I'd fucking believe that. There's gotta be something going on with that card. It's just, it seems unreasonably good. It's just so good. Why is it so good? That's the Fleet Admiral fucking goddamn Shelly. No, it's not. No, you never had a Shelly. There was never a Shelly here. Shelly is a lie. Excellent. How much damage can I get into face right now? A lot of damage. I can generate a lot of damage right now. Let's do that. Let's do that. Where 1-3 with a tune would be reasonable. It would also kind of make sense with the regions that they have, that it's in, right? But a tune in Bilgewater for an elusive, that does seem kind of fair. I think that would be fair. I don't think where it's currently at is fair, is the problem here. That is a Shyvana level, so I'll fucking take it. Tried to run in the healing stuff just for this matchup. First time seeing how it would do. I mean, I always love healing. Okay, so there's finally a level Shyvana. Good. There's another Shelly shenanigans. They're at 4 HP. They're also at 4 HP. I think I'm gonna smack a biggest Stickus down. And then Solari Priestess into something that's cheaper because of the Eclipse Dragon. Yeah, right now, if we can just live, which we are because we're going up to 19. I don't even think if they top deck a Samira that they can actually deal 19 damage in a turn. I should be careful to not eat my words here. But we're still healing after all of this shit. So I think we're still okay. Gonna guess opponent had a bad start. It would seem very much like they had a pretty unfortunate beginning. That Shelly is going to be stacking. That is already 8 damage. Can it stack to the point where I am dead is the real question. Obliterate is affordable, right? Yeah, we have Obliterate now though, so yeah, no, absolutely no more Shellys for you. You've got, I don't know how many more spells in the bank, but the Shelly is dead. Cast all of them now and get as much damage as you can, but that means there's one less elusive that we have to think about, which is at least -4 or 5 damage to face, and right now they only have 5 elusive damage to face, so we should be living. We've still got our challengers. Tossing Sony Suppress in every Demacia list for this matchup. I was too early on the fucking... on the goddamn taxes. I'm still mad about me being too early on taxes. Like, I was playing at the end of last season, and now taxes are viable? Get out of here. Yeah, so we're gonna punch the shell, and then we're gonna have a Shyvana, and then we still have a Dragon Guard, and then we're gonna have a good time. Everybody's gonna have a good time. That I don't give a shit. If you attack with your Samira, she dies. There's only 9 damage coming into my face right now with elusives. We're also still healing. I mean, if you won... Oh, Challenger. Right, I was like, what are you taking? Challenger, got it. Yeah, I mean, this is a 3-mana Screechy. So the Shyvana may level. I don't think we care. Form up is also very good here. I'm just gonna swing. So Shyvana, the 7/7, and this. Let me take... Honestly, I think let's take an elusive. Because I think we have a lot of options for the Samira. We have so many options for the Samira. Or at least we have a decent number of options. I could have also just given Challenger with the Confront because I forget that's what the Shyvana spell does. Just completely forgot that's what the Shyvana spell does. That's one of my Nexus. Yeah, there's a Swindle. Strafing Strike. What's the scariest card that they've got?
Just how I like
I don't know if there's anything that's super scary that we can't counter, is the thing. And then Youngling is, yeah, just kind of fucking chilling at the moment. They did pull a couple of things off of Barbed Chain, but they can't let even one of these units hit face right now. That's an all out, okay?
on, you sorry lot. There's your spirit.
So if they have the form up, if they were able to steal the form up, then we are a little bit worried. They're trying the rally. They're trying to get the rally going. They have another fucking Swindle. Okay. They have plundered, right? Yeah, they plundered with the flare. So they do have discounted cards of ours. That is another all out. I think we can just still eliminate everything on this board. All this shit is so much shit happening right now. Okay, so that's fine. That is also fine. Okay, so I'm gonna risk the form up because we still have the Strafing Strike. So that is currently a board wipe on everything except our 8/4. I could also try to strike it down with something else, but I think let's let this resolve, and then whatever they have, we will go around them. Okay, so they didn't rally. We're also still healing with our Younglings that are kind of procking away. We have another Shyvana also. I didn't use the Confront. Now we just have another fucking Shyvana, which is quite nice. Have a fucking Healy Badonkel. That is a Wiggly Burble. I'm gonna cast a Shyvana. And then I think we're gonna try and take their Burblefish. Yeah, I think we just gonna try and take Burblefish. So we're down to 8. There's a Stylish Shot. That I think is the end of their stuff. So let's just get this Shyvana a little bit bigger. Because they don't have all out. I was like, could they have discounted something? No, they don't have 0 mana of those yet. Heavy Metal got dropped. We're healing back up to 9. The Barbed Chain triggers again. We find an Inviolus Vox. Again, if they shit out a bunch of elusives, we are unfortunately kind of dead. That is a Fizz with a potential Trickster. Which means we might lose to that. We might actually lose to that. They draw 5 this round. They cast at least 1 chain, I think. Yeah. I'm gonna pass, I think. Oh shit, it's Fizz. We dead. Yeah, unfortunately. Like, we survived long enough, but I needed more Strafing Strikes to actually be able to eliminate the board. Which I don't know if they top decked it. I think they probably had it in hand, which is why they let the Samira die as easily. So there's that. Here's 5 damage. They deal 1 more with the Stylish Shot. They surprisingly didn't Trickster, but I'm sure they have some other burn that's going to do it anyway. Because I do heal back 2 off of these Younglings. That's a Pirouette, so they just need 2 Pirouettes. Yeah, they just need 2 Pirouettes, unfortunately. Pirouette is too good of a card! That's the Strafing Strike. Okay. If you have 2 Pirouettes, you should really just point them at my nose. Oh! That's very risky of you. It works, unfortunately, because I don't have the Guiding Touch. But also, it does work. Damn! One more time. One more time. Yeah, that was frustrating. I don't know if I feel like that's one of the games where it's just like, man, I feel like you didn't have the right to win that one. But that's also just because Samira's overtuned and Stylish Shot needs something. 200 IQ it. I don't think they actually should have pointed it at the youngling, because if I had a heal there, they would have actually lost the parley damage. They should have pointed the parley straight at my Nexus, because you can do that with the parleys. That was a misplay technically, but I also didn't have a way out, so I mean it worked out for them in the end, unfortunately. That is not a dragon hand, but we do have the healing. I don't think I've seen star shaping yet, so it's nice to at least see the star shaping in hand. And now we do have 2, 3, 4 with the Dragon Guard and the Solari Priestess. That's going to hit me for 2. They're running Akshan. You had an attack! What the fuck are you doing? Some people, I swear to God. Nice shot is fine. I think Flare might need to be focus. Flare should be focus, I agree. I mean, these are all 2-1s into a 3-2, so I don't think it matters. Silent shot is balanced. Okay, so something in the Samira package does need to be nerfed, though. I don't give a shit what it is. Nerf something. Here's a Priestess. Obliterate, Lifesteal, Akshan Samira, so it's not Fizz Samira. I think Golden Sisters is still just a good pick, though. Gives us something to do at 6 before we run into all of the Eclipse Dragons and their shit. This becomes a 4-5. I also have more of them. Okay.
Fire and fury burn in me.
To serve the greater good. Carry your own gear.
Okay, so that's a Shyvana buff. Okay, 5-4. No plunder effects triggered, so they didn't have the buff for that. Shyvana is here. Good night, kitten. Thank you for joining the stream. Flare, Inferna, and Pirouette. Pirouette for sure. I definitely think Pirouette needs a fucking something. So they're gonna challenge the Shyvana probably. Or at least I imagine they try to challenge Shyvana here. Do have a Guiding Touch to potentially try and heal her out of something. +4 means that even if they have the All Out, I can still single combat it, which is nice. Let's heal you. Single combat again. Man, I really can single combat that Samira now, can't I? Or we could single combat over on the 2-2. That's a draw. So they're looking for All Out. Oh, no, they didn't have it equipped. What the fuck? No, they thought it was equipped. Did that get made by some? No, they're regularly running Entrancing Lure, but they fucked up the Challenger. Okay, stay 2, but it should be only Sun or deal 1 unless you have Plunder. And I don't think you should be able to do it both at base, because... There's a reason that Guile wasn't main decked, but Pirouette is just strong enough that it gets over the Guile, or the issues that Guile had. It makes our life easier. It does. It does significantly make our life easier. I think they're also just kind of sitting there and, like, admiring how poorly that went, because they're not reacting now. I don't know why they thought Entrancing Lure would do that. Maybe they thought it was a buff. Maybe they thought that maybe they meant to cast something else and they instead cast the whale card. Fish? I guess that's a fish. It's vaguely whale shaped, so forgive me. Yeah, they are fucking angy pangy. I would be angy pangy too, to be fair, so not entirely not entirely unexpected, I guess. I mean, Golden Sisters pretty nice, so I'm gonna just, I think, cast the Golden Sisters with a single combat as backup. And then we do get a 5-3 Shyvana with a bonus Shyvana in hand, so if she dies, so be it. They left. I think they might have rage quit because the lure went poorly. Did they really leave because their lure went poorly? Come on, you gotta recover from that shit. You gotta turn it around. And also take it out of your deck in the future. But for now, okay, they didn't like it. You would have scooped after that? Oh man, they weren't happy. But we did manage to get a win out of that. Still in Plat 3. We basically didn't move at all today, but that's fine. I'm staying above Plat 4, even despite the viewer decks. Only wins because somebody fucked up. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. It is slightly rigged because it's my RNG as well. I see what it's doing though. I actually kind of like it. I'm wondering if there are any other dragons that you could include instead. The problem with these is they're kind of expensive and they're kind of meany. Though I'm honestly, in this meta, I'm kind of wondering if the spell shield on the firebrand might be worth the cost of your opponent having to ping off that spell shield. Single combats make sense. Form ups are good. Cosmic Youngling is obviously very, very, very useful. Wounded, how much? Problem is, I don't think we're targeting a lot. The targeting that we have is in strike spells, which is kind of weird. Oh, but with the one of Yumi to buff the dragons. I mean, to be fair. Oh wait, Yumi. Yeah, no, she's Targon, yeah. I mean, it's a better Draconic Bands, arguably. Considering Draconic is 4, and the Yumi will give that buff over time. Do kind of like the Vox. Don't know if you need 3 Eclipse Dragons. Maybe drop an Eclipse. I am unfortunately also gonna drop a Roost. We have all the Guiding Touch, we have the Form Ups, we have the Younglings, we have the single combats. Yeah, White Flames might not be terrible. You could also run something like Lodestone for weapon and also targeting. The loss of not having Pale Cascade is a little painful sometimes. But yeah, maybe even just like like 1 or 2 pieces of equipment. Astral Protection and Bastion are also not horrible. Horrible options. Yeah, we do have the room for a Yumi. I don't hate that idea. Tofu, hello, welcome back. We are a bit finishing up the stream, but good to see you. How's it going? Yeah, you can run Divine Judgment for max memes. 3A Souls is never worth it. It is not, unfortunately. As much as the 3A Souls feels like it would be, it's just so fucking expensive. I don't hate the Yumi idea, so I'm gonna put one in, and then I'm going to put in, I actually don't hate the idea of the Wounded White Flame. With the targeting, the Wounded White Flame actually still does stuff, genuinely. Thank you for all the Shoot the Shroom Queen requests. Pew pew. Pew pew. Glass? I have been requested for a pew pew, many, many times. Holy shit. I'm gonna be bruised after this. But yeah, let's try this, baby. Or I think I'll edit it to this and see how it goes. Let's do it one more time. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna do this one more time. And if I lose, it's fine. It's okay. Ah, my shoulder is feeling the pew-pews. Thank you, Tofu. One more, and then I think I'll head out for the evening. Ow! Ow! Don't do it so close, please. That really hurts. Ow. Ah.
3.
I think there's 8 total. I believe there's 8. That's just a regular ass Jack set. Ooh, the lights move in places too. So we have the White Flame. So we can actually try out the White Flame. The one of Inviolus to have 2 White Flames. Yeah, but the Inviolus Vox. It's an Inviolus Vox. It is the lizard boy. Yeah, I keep forgetting I have actually Shyvana at Total Masteries. Is that the last one? No? Oh god. Oh god. Channel points well spent! Ah!
One more.
One more? Okay. We have the White Flame Yumi! My dreams are coming true and my shoulder is in pain. Thank you, Tofu. Okay. Yeah, Dragon Guard, White Flame, Yumi, Schlap. Go. It's a slap and go. I might actually hold. Do you want to hold Shyvana, or do you just cast Shyvana on curve? Because we have 2 3 costs now, so we have a little bit of competition. But let's go. Great hand. It actually is a pretty decent fucking hand. I gotta say, I'm tempted to pass on this one and then have White Flame form up next turn. That's 3 damage. Ooh, no, I want to kill that fucking attentive accountant. Excuse me? Your accountant is too attentive and I don't like it. It's paying too much attention to the finances. Like a mafia boss, I would like the finances to not be that precise. I'm trying to hide shit in here, okay? Don't come at me with this. Bark Nucle. Okay. We're gonna cast a Dwagon. We're gonna block with the 3-1. We're gonna slap a Yuumi on our Dwagon, and it's gonna be great. Oh, right, but Brash. Right! I forgot about the Brash thing. Okay. Right, Brash. Keywords. Ah! Not keywords! Not requiring me to read! Okay. Yeah, let's just put you in the thingy for thingies. Please don't have a recall. Oh, it's Ionia this time. It's not Nox's Bilgewater. They're gonna have control things that suck. You know? The control things that suck. I'm really, really baiting them into a control thing that sucks, aren't I? Ah, there it is. There it is. Oh boy. Okay, resetting time. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do this every single time until they give up and leave me alone. That's 4 coins though, so they're unfortunately never going to leave me alone. This is a bad matchup. One bad matchup after the other, unfortunately. Hi, Set!
That's all there is to it.
You kinda suck for my board right now. Kinda really suck for my board right now. I could put the Yuumi on the 4-5.
No holds barred.
And then do that. And then strafing Yuumi? I mean, the Shyvana level's in my hand at least. One bad matchup after the other one, yeah. Will you try Ash Karma? Not tonight, but I'd be down another day that I'm streaming for sure. Ash Karma. Somebody I know is actually ranking up pretty easily with, what is the word that I'm looking for? Ash. Just Mono Ash. Someone's doing really well with Mono Ash. 2 games were actually winnable. 2 games were actually winnable. I know. I'm so sorry. We're gonna put the Yuumi in here.
Wait, you've been following me?
We're gonna make it attack again. Yay, attacks. Make it large and in charge. Good. Large and in charge. Excellent. I do have a Falling Comet. Depending on what they cast, I might be able to do something with that. The problem is they're gonna have Deny, but if they cast a Jack, they don't have Deny. That is a pit professional! Oh, but they also have coins, so of course they're just gonna have Deny until I fucking drop onto the ground in sorrow. I'm being melodramatic, it's fine, don't think about it. Yeah, they're totally gonna just have a counterspell right now. Do I just wait anyway? I could just wait anyway. Lash LeBlanc looks super fire. Ash LeBlanc. Oh, like that we were playing against earlier. Everyone. Ash LeBlanc has been doing well. They had enough coins to deny Falling Comet and then the Dragon Strike. Yeah, they definitely have enough coins. You think they fall for this? I don't think they fall for this. I do not think they fall for this. It is correct though that I can Strafing Strike after the set attacks. So if this gets countered, they pull something and then after the strike resolves. Oh, they just have Tag Out. Can I force you? Can I force you to counterspell? Can I force you to counterspell? Because that's refill 5. So they would just barely have enough if they feel like saving the set here. Because right now it's looking pretty good for the Yuumi. And the Screechy, of course, that the Yuumi is controlling. The Yuumi is just like turning into a fucking pilot in a Gundam or something, and the Gundam just happens to be a very angy-pangy dragon. They have a counterspell, I feel like. They're debating... Oh, prize fight. Oh! Oh, prize fight into strafing is enough because it counters the second spell. Okay, that's unfortunate, but okay. I killed the set, which was my ultimate goal at least. Even if it took all of everybody's fucking mana somehow. Let's block there, get down to 13. That was worth it. It's a dead set, so I think it was worth it. They only have 3 cards left that we don't know what the identity of. I can continue with my never-ending quest to have a Yuumi, or I can just cast a Shyvana with a Yuumi, and I feel like that's probably better anyway.
There are none like me.
Hi, Shyvana! Go, go, Shyvana! Go, go, Shyvana! Yeah! I'm gonna attack with it. Do you have another fucking form up? Because you've cast 2 so far. That is the King's Court, which is a little... I don't like it. It's a little I don't like it kind of thing. It goes up to a 2/7. It goes up to a 2/7. We can also put the Yuumi in it. There's a prize fight looming over us, though. If they prize fight before the damage results, or if they prize fight before I attack, the Shyvana lives. It's 2 of 3 tag outs. I have eaten 2 of 3 tag outs. The prize fight will hit the Shyvana though, which I do not like. Will you sacrifice the Shyvana? I don't think so. So if they hit with the prize fight, the Yuumi's still gonna give that +1/+1 for the round start. So she'll be able to potentially block these. It's now up to them what they want to do. That is another recall. No, it's just that. So I can't really swing here because they'll prize fight and then the combat damage will resolve. So I think I have to sit and wait for them to either recall my shit or hit my shit and lose the prize fight, which means that we're up a little bit of value. It's the 3rd tag out. I'm gonna bet right now it's the 3rd tag out. It's a place your bets. That's not a tag out, actually. And they don't have any coins, and they don't have prize fight now. That seems like a much better deal for me, actually. We're giving them a coin from something. But I still think that's a better fucking deal, because that's a 9/7. Yeah, it's a 9/7. It grows the next turn anyway. They get coins. Yeah. I mean, they're almost enlightened anyway. So I think we need to get over their units more than we're worried about their mana generation, even though they might be able to end the game here. Spent 5 mana to draw. They really did. There's an elusive, so they've got 4 coins plus that, whatever it will make. I personally am going to cast a Wounded White Flame again, because that gives me mana for form up, single combat, and the little youngling, depending. That is a counterable thing. I think that's just a counterable thing, and we still have the form up. Unless they have a counter spell, in which case it does go down to 1 HP. I think it's worth trying to strike it. And it's killing the only threat that I have. Yeah! I don't know. Don't know what's happening. That's probably a counter spell, right? That does kill Shyvana. Except no. Except no, it won't kill Shyvana if I have anything to say about it. And it does resolve. So we get rid of the big boat. We are on top of the Shyvana shit. The Yuumi's making her bigger. I'm currently going to pass the turn. Accountant goes. I don't think there's any universe in which the accountant doesn't go.
Are you ready for a fight?
That's me down to 7, which is not a catastrophic number. Why small unicorn in the deck? The small unicorn is healing. It's also just kind of a good unit, I think. I'm gonna pass here. Okay. Kind of what I thought. You get +2/+2. Dragon's Clutch. Can I do something with Overwhelm on Dragon's Clutch? Maybe, but it might not be enough. Not tied to aggressive stuff since dragons are a slower mid-range deck. Yeah. Do we bank on healing or do we bank on... I think we have to bank on not dying in the next 2 turns. So that's a 12-6. Yumi's half, like 2/3 of the way there. I don't think we're gonna get it, but be nice if we could. We are unfortunately just giving them ever more coins every single time we do stuff. 1/4 for 2. Yeah, it's also pretty... It's actually surprisingly tanky as a unit. +1/+1 will emergency bring her up to a 14/4, which I would prefer to not have to do, of course. We can strafing strike the 1/2 down with the 2/2. That's a no from me, actually. It should also just be not enough to damage it or kill it from there. So there's the little buff, there's the thingy, there's the damage. We healed it, and then we just fucking fucked him over. Linari Priestess! Giving me a silence, which I think is pretty good versus whatever they might be able to shit out. I could Eclipse Dragon, but I think it's 7. I'd like to heal because we're unfortunately out of strikes now. We are a wee bit out of strikes. Could use more of those. Could use a lot more of those. Countdown 3 on a Violus Vox is unfortunately really not what I need, but it's what I got. So take my Vox. Nobody die, nobody die, nobody die, nobody die, nobody die. That's a risky venture. That makes more coins, but coins don't win you the game alone. Coins alone do not win you the fucking game. It's 10, but if they don't have anything, then they don't have anything, and I'm about to have a leveled Yuumi, which is very fucking fancy. That's a Knuckle. Okay, so you're gonna race towards that rally, aren't you? Knuckle is silenceable, and they're going to cast all of their shit now, I think. Lifesteal, Meteor Shower is removal for 2 of those things.
Sunlight guide you, my brethren.
There's a set. Ooh, you have a leveled set now. Okay, you were waiting for that one. You were fucking waiting for that one, huh? So my Shyvana is dead. My Shyvana is very super dead, and they have a rally here. They do unfortunately have a rally here. I don't really care about their coin generation. I care about not dying. I think we need Eclipse Dragon on their next turn. Overwhelm is not... I mean, Overwhelm is kind of scary. It's not the biggest problem. Kill Set and the Knuckle. I can't kill the Set and the Knuckle. At least not right now, because I don't have anything that obliterates him off the face of the earth. I can do this. Ooh. Which is not going to generate any buffs, so that they only have the Set attacking, then they generate the Mako and the Bull rally. Yeah. We didn't find Falling Comet. We found 3 Sisters and we found the Warrior. So re-equipping the weapon is irrelevant. Bull goes. They hold, or they have the bull, they hold the bull for the future. Set pulls the Shyvana, which we cannot counter because the Dragon's Clutch is just not enough, but we can draw off of it after the turn resolves. Generate Showstopper. Oh, yeah, you're right. They probably do that before combat, yeah. So there goes the Shyvana. Everything else gets pinged, so does my Nexus. Yuumi is not around because it was a full obliterate. That's also just gonna rally. Yeah, we unfortunately lose this one as well. They have no cards. Unfortunately, I still think they win here. Yeah. I still think they win. Because they have 2 attacks, and I don't have Eclipse Dragon. And I'm not going to draw anything off of the Dragon's Clutch that I think that I need. Just made them work for it. We did make them work for it. I can give it not overwhelm at least. But oh, brash is a keyword also. Currently the youngling is the only thing that can block brash. In which case, yeah. Yeah, they're pulling the only thing they're killing the only thing that can currently block brash. I think they've also pulled the dragon. It'd be stupid if they didn't pull the dragon. Because there's a chance I can make it a 3 HP unit, but nah, we're done. We're done. They top-decked Knuckle. They top-decked Knuckle. Otherwise, I think we might have been able to pull it out with that growing Shovana. Yeah. Yeah. The Knuckle top deck hadn't happened. We would have been fine. I could have handled a recall. I could have handled anything else, just not that fucking brash rally. We're gonna leave it there though. The edited version I think feels a little bit better. I actually really like the Yuumi in it. But I am gonna leave it there for now. Thank you all for joining the stream this evening. We hit 3 hours, which is about as long as I had wanted to go. So let's go trade into somebody else and see what's going on. Quiet Day in Runeterra, which I guess the expansion has already happened, huh? Who do we want to raid here? Oh, Pinkghost is streaming. We can go say hi to Pinkghost, who has, by the way, been doing a lot of the organizing and the setup for the CDS, by the way. Doing some, works really hard, does some good shit. Okay, I'm gonna start this raid. Thank you all again for joining the stream today. Really appreciate you all stopping by, and hope to see you again in a future stream. I'll be off tomorrow and Wednesday, but back Thursday, Friday as usual, and back on Sunday at 8 p.m. Don't forget to join the Discord if you'd like to vote on the next set of tournament conditions that I'm going to be hosting for a tournament on the 23rd of April, so coming up in a few weeks actually. There'll be an $150 prize pool and Poro plushie for first and the usual stuff. If you participated in the previous tournament, it's going to be the same rewards. Eternal format. So bans are going to be interesting, but we're going to set up a system on the back end so that it will work basically the same as the regular Riot Lock. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you all again. Have a great rest of your time zone and hope to see you again some other time. Bye, Internet.